Okay. Second. Okay. Give me sound. Okay, I can now see it. That's gonna have to go. Was I going back? I was.
I always have a backup plan.
Nice. And now, my dogmatic companions are gonna run off to kill Marazhai. Aren't they delightful? Emperors. The sweetest little soldiers. Yep, there we go. Yeah. And Argenta's already there. Aren't they delightful?
Keep your wits about you.
There you go. Although we do need to level up. Hold the phone. I need to do some leveling. Am I gonna be able to, or is this gonna pull me into a cutscene? Cutscene. Guys? Can we not? Time seems to stand still when you enter. Figures cast in shadow, huddled against the walls, turn to you. Everyone except the few standing frozen in the middle of the room with weapons in their hands. May thy will fortify my hand. May my faith in thee grant me strength. Argenta is panting, but her weapon is steadily trained on Marazhai. A nimble pest, aren't you? You could have surrendered without a fight. I would have snapped your neck and spared you torment. But you chose to die more painfully. Marazhai, whose armor is dented in a few places, lets out a guttural laugh. What are you waiting for? It is about time we finished our little dance. Marazhai lightly brandishes his blades, laughing mockingly in his opponent's face. I can continue dancing with you for a long, long time, but I am growing wary of your pathetic attempts. Who started this? Marazhai chuckles hoarsely. I do not care about your lackeys, Domina, but they do seem to care about me. The Monarchy do not know their place in your circle. A pitiful spectacle. The abomination that you have allowed into the ranks of our companions must die. This is his will and my duty, rogue traitor. Argenta's eyes burn with a frenzied, incinerating fire. Oh boy. Ho there! I decided to unwind by chasing the stringy Xenos across the ceiling. Join me, 8-Vater. Okay. And the rest of you fuckers just stood by and watched? I refuse to pay for the deeds of my dark cousin. Intervention in the conflict was deemed unconstructive. The unit identified as the Xenos Marazhai does not have sufficiently high priority to trigger protective strategies. His name did not fall from your lips, Daman. That is the only reason to draw one's blade in this rotten city. Otherwise, most everyone here should be slaughtered. Observing Drukhari biomechanical patterns without any accompanying risk is very rare, Rogue Trader. I deemed that watching and picked recording these events would be more than appropriate within the framework of my experiments. Eogan, not only did you not stop their fight, you pulled out your phone and fucking started taping it. You started fucking recording it. Are you kidding me? You gonna post it to TikTok later too? What the fuck, Eogan? I did not save Marazhai's life so you could take matters into your own hands. Put your fucking weapons away, or I will do it for you. I will not oppose you, Rogue Trader, though my soul may clamor for the destruction of this foul thing. But I will wait for it to give me cause. I will wait eagerly. I'm not one to end the battle while the Xenos still stands, but no matter. Scrawny and human, we will get the chance to finish this another time. Marazhai takes his eyes off the exit and looks at you. The contorted mask of battle rage slides from his face and he sheathes his blades. If your lackeys have seen enough of the show, I have business to discuss with you, Domina. Sure. Marazhai is casually inspecting his armor for damage, seemingly unperturbed by the attempted reprisal against him.
Monkey. Rogue Trader.
There we go.
There is something you must do for me.
Okay. What do you need?
The soul of Erimeris, the Archon of the Reaving Tempest. It should belong to me. I do not know where, I do not know how, but that bitch tried to dispatch me without sullying her own hands, and she deserves to lose her life. Her soul will remain in my soul trap.
With a lazy nod, Marazhai indicates the dark crystal hanging from his belt, which you can see over there. It was here.
When we at last face each other, and we will face each other, even if I have to gut all of Camorra to do it. And if you're there when it happens, do not even think of trying to deliver the final blow. Only an Aziriesh has the right to take the life of an Aziriesh, and that right is mine.
Okay. Why do you hate Erimeris so much? Was it not your fault you ended up in the chasm?
It is all somewhat more complicated than you're capable of understanding. Our game of old must come to an end. My first step went awry because of Nazrake's treachery. Now all I must do is finish what I started. Destroy her with my own hands before she destroys me.
What do you want with her soul?
Simply killing her is not enough for me. No, it is too banal. Keeping her imprisoned for all eternity in a cage of misery from which there is no escape. That is a fate more to my liking.
Fair enough.
Her fury and torment will feed me until her spirit dries up like a fountain of blood spraying from a sliced artery. And also, it might make her resurrection problematic.
I would like to point out that this implies that those little dark crystals, the soul trap that he keeps around, This essentially implies that they're like batteries to the Drukhari. They're like a snack that you just take with you. I love that for him. My dude walks around with what is essentially, you know, a nice fucking sandwich hanging from his belt. In case he gets, you know, in case he gets hungry later. In case he gets peckish.
Naive creature. The homunculi of Camorra, including Tavantius, whom Erimeris favors, are able to regenerate our slain kin from small pieces of flesh held in amniotic tubes. Any Drukhari you kill on the field of battle can come for you again, albeit at a price, since the homunculus claims a portion of their client's soul as payment for this precautionary measure. Perhaps Erimeris was desperate enough, or insane enough, to resort to such a contract. Who knows? Having Erimeris' soul in my keeping might make her regrown form, if one appears, defective. She might not remember me or you at all.
Wait, only in Aziriesh? Are you related?
Erimeris is my sister. What does it matter?
You want to kill your own sister?
Yes. Your astonishment is making me think that the monkey are even more primitive than I first suspected. Do not tell me that blood ties carry certain prohibitions and taboos among your kind.
I mean, usually they carry an implication of getting along better. So early, barely awake. For you, it's well into the afternoon for me, buddy. You have a complicated relationship, I see. Average sibling relationship.
Yes. I valued her until she went too far in her attempts to dispose of me. She valued me until I refused to bare my throat for the blade without a word. Our relationship has come to a dead end. Now the tie between us must be severed.
But I'm whiny in the morning. I get that. Same, bro. Very well. Should we encounter Rimris at any point, I will allow you to deal the final blow.
The answer I was expecting. I do not expect to wait long for the confrontation.
Oh, no.
When my sister learns of what occurred in the arena, she will send assassins, or decide to come herself.
Wouldn't that be nice? Marazhai breaks off. All his attention is now... Sorry. Marazhai breaks off. All his attention is now focused on a bent plate on his shoulder. A second later, he grips the edge of the plate and with a strangled groan tears it off. The piece dislodges with a hiss. Marazhai begins to straighten the bent plate with his hands, revealing the surprising strength contained within his lean body. Look at what the plate was covering. You are shocked to find no under armor or clothing. It seems the thin, light armor is attached directly to the Drukhari's pale skin, roped with veins. You notice two pinprick marks surrounded by purplish bruises. Something pierced his flesh here, and that is what kept the armor plate in place. So today we are saving the elves and getting out from Camorra. 1.5 Eldar. I'm fairly certain there's 2 Eldars. So yes, we are saving the elves. Something pierced the flesh. Yep.
What are you looking at?
You don't want me to answer that question. After a few seconds, some ancient awareness spikes in you. The rapt attention of a deadly predator is focused on you. Your eyes dart up. Marazhai has noticed your interest. Silently, he turns his head to you and leans down. His eyes bore into yours. His gaze mocking and charged with promise. What are you looking at? Your armor is held on with hooks that dig into your body. The answer is yes. Oh, okay. I think I always pick number 1, so for once we're gonna be very, very different. We're gonna do a very, very different playthrough and choose dialogue 2, which does the exact same thing. Very different. Also, the goth dress was fucking killer. Thank you. I had a friend of mine who has way more, how do you say, good sense? No. Taste than me. Make the design, basically. Like, I chose the outer piece, the body jewelry harness thing. I chose that, and then I showed it to him, and I was like, how do I style this thing? Like, what do I wear under this? Like, what do I wear with this? And he basically made, like, a sketch of an outfit, and then we just tried our best to go through as many Portuguese, Spanish, and overall European stores that had pieces that looked close enough to his sketch, and we just put together the outfit. So, the praise goes to him. Holy fuck. Because I'm very, very bad at fashion and putting together outfits and stuff. Oh, speaking of which, something just arrived. Probably my new processor. Okay, we're back. Whew. So yeah, that was the processor for my new PC. And one more item I don't recall right now. It was the processor. And what else? Oh, it's actually in my other email. Anyway. That was probably... Probably my last piece, I think. Oh, and the motherboard. Nice. Okay. That was the last piece. Now I just have to wait for Monday for the new case, and then we can have a new streaming PC. And hopefully I don't have as many problems as I've been having. Reach root, will you take Marazhai? Heard you're a sub fan. Sub as in my character is the sub and Marazhai is the dom, quote unquote, in the relationship, and the answer is yes. That is the path I always take. Namely because the dom relationship with Marazhai feels extremely unbalanced to me, because as the rogue trader you already have all of the power in the relationship. Marazhai doesn't like to admit it, although he is keenly aware of it, and there's plenty of dialogue and there's plenty of dialogue and descriptions in the game that, as in like this type of text. I don't know what it's called. There's a specific name for this type of text. It's the narrator text, basically. There's a lot of evidence in the game that he's keenly fucking aware of, that he knows his place, and he knows that you have all the power, basically. Flavor text, kind of. Usually that's a word used for items, but yes. There's a lot of text in the game, regardless, that proves that Marazhai is keenly fucking aware of his place, and he knows that he needs you to give a fuck in order for him to live, because at any moment he's basically one bad fucking day away from you having him murdered on the spot, basically. And he knows that. He knows he needs you. So for me, doing the dom route where you on top of already having 100% of the power in that relationship, including power over his life and his fate and his soul, because he's a Drukhari, so if you decide to kill him, his soul gets destroyed. On top of all that, you are also role-playing as like a dominant sort of relationship thingy, and it's like, well, that feels really, really fucking unbalanced to me. So I'm personally not a fan. But you know, that says absolutely nothing about anyone else, and anyone who wants to pick that route, they are more than welcome to enjoy it. It's literally a fucking video game. Who cares? Your armor is hollow. I have never seen a Drukhari at such close quarters before. So true, bro. So true. Isn't that the point? The point of what? That the imbalance depends on the person? Depends on what people care about and what they like and a million other things?
Ah, yes. I can hear your frantic pulse.
Jesus Christ.
What is it you feel when you look at me?
You don't want me to answer
Primal
that question.
fear, paralyzing horror, inexplicable awe.
That's closer.
Allow me to explain. You are enthralled by your proximity to death. Your consciousness is swooning at the unlikely fact of your continued existence. But you do not recognize this because you have been prevented from exploring the limits of your sensation. No such constraints exist in my world.
Okay. We're having a very normal conversation, me and this Xenos. Thank God we didn't bring Heinrichs.
I can show you that world. I can teach you, if you do as you are told.
The cold touch of the clawed glove takes you by surprise. Grasping your chin, Marazhai leans forward so close that you can see the narrow band of dark turquoise around the Drukhari's dilated pupils. Mm-hmm.
An obedient pet.
He's
good. Then
Marazhai-
start by carrying out my order. If we meet Irimaris, she is mine. And now, go. I'm finished with you. For now.
Marazhai's lips stretch into a smile. He leans even closer and then shoves you hard away from him. With a nonchalant expression, he steps back and slaps the plate back into place on his shoulder. Okay. I expect him to say that he's Lucifer and ask me, what do I desire most? Good reference there. Good reference. What is it you desire? Lucifer Morningstar. I love that character. I really enjoyed watching that show. The final season was but still, it was a nice show. Okay, so we need to give him the killing blow. I remember when this shit was bugged out of its fucking mind. I hope it's gotten better. Okay, nothing special. We need to go back to Cervantes. Okay. There we go. Marazhai Aziriesh stares down at you from his formidable height, his head slightly tilted to one side. The lean, wiry Xenos is encased in black armor. Not even a sliver of a gap has been left between the tightly fitting plates, which bristle with mutely gleaming barbs and hooks. Set in a white face striated with crimson tattoos, dark eyes devour you, burning with predatory, malevolent interest. Oh boy. The fact he cameoed in Constantine was a nice touch. Oh, that as well, yeah. And the VA in this game is amazing. He is. Will is a really good VA. Couldn't finish Marazhai's romance anyway. Couldn't break up with Iliad after the ritual. Oh, I get that. I get that. I understand. Iliad, I have done Iliad's romance. It is a really, really, really beautiful, tragic, doom-fury romance, and we love her for it. Marazhai may be my favorite, but there are other characters in this game that I really, really like, and specifically when it comes to romances, there are other romances that I also really like, and I think they're very well written. Anyway. What happened before you took me to Komoro?
You want to know how and to what end I orchestrated all of this? Ask your questions.
Why did you kidnap me?
When Irimaris ordered us to lay waste to the monkey settlements, Tazara and I encountered resistance. I have hunted your kin too long not to notice how well you in particular were fending off our attacks. The rout in Tazara's arena, the appearance at the plundered vessel. Your kind are usually powerless against us, but not on that occasion. I began to suspect that you could not have managed it without outside help. Help from our side.
And he is correct.
I began sending out spies and assassins. My eyes and ears infiltrated your vessel, your cities, and they discovered a trail that led back to one of your worlds. A trail that ended with a burned monkey, the source of the information about where and when my cabal was going to strike. A little trickery to draw you away from the planet. And I had your little informant in my grasp. How the information was reaching his agents, the burned monkey himself did not even know. But based on the units involved and other details, it was clear. No monkey in real space could have gathered such specifics about raid complements and objectives. No, it was inconceivable. The information was being fed to you by my own kind, and I knew who. Irimaris Aziriesh, Archon of the Reaving Tempest, my former mistress. A cowardly bitch who punishes anyone who threatens her grip on power. I knew that to win a war against her, I would need the support of the Reaving Tempest's patron, the Cabal of the Black Heart. So I allied with Nazrake, who presided over the trial. I promised him that Irimaris would be humiliated. I promised him evidence. A lowly monkey that would disgrace Irimaris in the eyes of the Archons. For that performance, I needed you.
You have spies aboard my ship?
Of course. If I'm not mistaken, you met the infiltrator yourself. A Cabalite who left a lava from Tavantius in one of the monkey. Or did you never work out the reason for the treachery during the raid on your ship so long ago now? Then there is no need for me to mention the sleeper agents hidden on your worlds.
Thanks, buddy. What agreement did you make with Nazrake?
Overthrowing an Archon is far from easy, even one who has already tarnished her reputation. Every member of a Cabal has their supporters, and Irimaris is no exception. Nazrake promised me a sham trial in the Obsidian Court with a predetermined outcome. Irimaris should have been convicted and dethroned. I was supposed to take her place and turn the Reaving Tempest into a loyal vassal of the Black Heart.
Yeah. Not only did you overestimate your sister's intelligence, more importantly, you overestimated Nazrake's intelligence, who is apparently even dumber.
Nazrake was supposed to be the axe that fell on her neck. But it fell on mine instead. It was devious and worthy of praise, but why? A secret pact with Irimaris,
Yep.
or is there another reason? I will tear the answer from his throat along with his final breath.
If I recall correctly, Marazhai was in league with Irimaris the whole time, and they were both in league with each other and with Kalkazar because they thought they could disrupt. I think they wanted to cause a disjunction in Camorra and try to overthrow the Cabal of the Black Heart, aka Vect himself. This was really fucking dumb. It was a really, 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 really dumb idea on their part. And that Marazhai would have ended up dead for it entirely because he did not foresee how stupid these two guys were is kind of sad to me. After betrayal of Kunrad, the Vivi dynasty basically has no secret service of their own. The top of our counterintelligence is Vigdis cleaning her office from Heinrich's bugs. Yep. Which is also why it's pretty cool in Heinrich's true ending, like true romance ending. He ends up becoming your master of whispers, which is nice.
It must be said that Nazrake did not have to try very hard to turn the court against me. Not after the stunt you pulled before the assembled Archons.
You're welcome, honey.
Who? I have no idea what you saw in your stupor. The homunculus' creature does not elicit specific images. It muddles your mind, forcing it to paint suitable pictures evoking confusion or fear. Neither Tavantius nor I care about fussy monkey rituals. The lava must have created a suitable environment for you. One in which you would be more willing to answer my questions in the Obsidian Court.
What were you and Tazara doing in my protectorate?
What do any of my kind do in real space? We were reaping. Camorra was clamoring for meat. The Dark City had suffered losses in the latest disjunction. We needed sources of sweet pain to prime its minds and bodies. When the Archon bade my Cabal collect the harvest from the region, I did not suspect that it would turn into this game between you and me.
But did you die? No. And it's been fun. So, you know, all in all, I'd say it was a positive. You and Iliad conspiring together. How did that happen?
Conspiring? No. There was no plot between us. She merely rushed to my bait. At first, I planned to use the one you trusted, the burned monkey with whom we had spent long hours awaiting your arrival. But my cousin was so swift. Afterward, she tracked down the monkey, killed him, and took the device that he had been using to contact me. I planted the first poison seeds in her soul back at our first meeting. I dropped a hint that I knew what had become of her world. I lured her in and left her with you. Time took care of the rest. That and an unpleasant discovery aboard your own ship.
Oh, I remember.
I did not ask her to hand you over to me. No, doing that would have made my poor cousin doubt herself even more than she was already. I simply told her where to seek out the traces of her craft world and the answers to her questions. A favor for a kinswoman, nothing more.
And she believed
And then
you.
I made ready for your arrival. For the only way she would reach that place was with you.
Smart. I cannot believe that Achilles betrayed humanity.
When a monkey is left alone with me and my art of pain, I plunge them into a deep well of suffering from which they will do anything to escape.
You promise?
Your kind have fragile souls. Your convictions and principles are a delusion that lends a mirage of meaning to your lives. Achilles and I had plenty of time alone together before your arrival. When he went out to meet you, he was already mine. I bought his loyalty with a promise to never touch his body or his mind ever again.
Fair enough. Still, what do you know about Iliad's craft world?
I know it exists. I know that my cabal found it, helpless and stationary, unable to protect its sons and daughters. I know that Iliad's kin began showing up as prisoners in the Reaving Tempest's spire, where they were fonts of exquisite, delightful pain. I spent too much time beyond the limits of our home to learn more than that. But that was enough to tempt Iliad with false hope. Why do you say that? I promised to reunite her with her kin. A long-awaited reunion in a torture chamber. I find that very touching. They would have had so much to discuss. But there would have been time for fun as well. We cousins get together so rarely after all.
God damn it, man. The fucking performance. Holy shit. Tell her the truth. Now.
We've already had words. I have no reason to conceal the truth now. Iliad has outlived her usefulness to me. Watching her face as she learned the truth was priceless.
Thanks. What were those creatures with you when you captured me?
Mandrakes. A foul breed that lurks in the bowels of Camorra. Their ability to find paths through the shadows was put to good use. I promised them forbidden trophies from the Reaving Tempest's coffers once I am Archon.
You made a promise to the mandrakes you cannot keep. Isn't this going to be a fucking problem, Marazhai?
Let them come for what they're owed. They will regret it.
Despite his self-assured words, concern brings a furrow to Marazhai's brow. The theft of Rykat's son, was that your doing?
Did you not hear me when I answered you the first time? I do not like to repeat myself. Then what else do you need?
What happened after the trial?
I was handed over to the witch cult to do with as they wished. First, they made me fight the dregs in the arena, and then, once they'd had their fill of my debasement, I was granted entry into the blood-stained proselytes.
What did you hope to gain by agreeing to become a proselyte?
The continuation of my existence.
Yeah.
When I lost my standing, I became fair game for anyone tempted by the prospect of slaying a disgraced Cabalite. For vengeance, or just for the pleasure of the kill.
And there's a lot of those.
In Camorra, a lone Drakari is a target. My talents may be prodigious, but I held no illusions about my chances.
Smart. You do not find much favor among the witches, it seems.
You cannot hope to understand the intricacies of Camorra and how it is structured. We are all each other's allies and worst enemies here. Towers of strength and duplicitous traitors both. The cults have always been half a step below the cabals in the hierarchy, and the witches relished the chance to abuse someone who once looked down on them.
That'll do.
If our conversation is finished...
When given the chance to join me, you took it readily. That surprised me.
I had no intention of ending my days playing the role of meat in the arena. And then you
Me?
blithely offered me an alliance after what I'd done to you. Why?
I'm not gonna click it, but I want to see what the other options are. Ooh. I pitied you. With an enraged hiss, Marazhai whips back his arm as if to slap you, and then by an incredible force of will, restrains himself and lowers his arm. Mention the word pity to me once more, and you will bitterly, bitterly regret it. Our conversation is over. I wanted a pet Xenos in my retinue. Marazhai's mouth stretches into a grin. You tried to acquire a pet once already. How did that go? Surely you do not think that your imaginary leash, which failed to restrain Iliette, would succeed in holding me. He's adorable. None of your business. Spur of the moment decision, I think. Temptation got the better of you, did it? You ought to consider your actions more carefully. I will do no such thing. What the fuck? I require help to escape from Gamora.
So our interests align. For now.
For now. Tell me about Gamora.
The Dark City is the bastion of the Drukhari, the most magnificent of all our strongholds. The Cabals, witch cults, and the Incubi inhabit the place, with swarms of scourges flying overhead and a myriad of misfits and horrors, including the covens of the Homunculi wallowing underfoot. Which do you want to know about?
You're from a Drukhari Cabal, correct?
The Cabals are the foundation upon which rests the power of the one who rules Gamora, as Drubal Vect. Whether it is a mob of berserkers or an organized cartel, their essence is the same. An army of killers, ready to ravage entire worlds at the behest of their leaders, or to rip out the throats of a neighboring cabal in a war declared by the Archons.
I wish to know more about the witch cults.
What more do you need to know that you have not already beheld with your own eyes?
Fair.
They are the mistresses of the arenas, and they're the gladiators who feed the audience in their ravenous agony with exquisite spectacles. Cults often travel to real space on the Cabal's raids, to revel in the pain and to capture fresh meat for their arenas.
What are the Incubi orders?
The aloof Incubi. They dedicate their lives to the art of killing, so much so that they do not plot or chase after delicious torment. All their hatred and longing for suffering are channeled toward perfecting their skill.
Tell me about the Scourges.
Winged Drukhari, who have chosen to go through an agonizing process to become such a monstrosity. They escort raiding ships and inflict the first strike on the enemy. In Gamora, these creatures huddled in flocks so that they do not fall victim to the more formidable of their kin.
I'm interested in the homunculi covens.
Artists of the flesh who prefer to hide away in their laboratories and create nightmares from the materials their servants supply. Engines of pain, grotesques, racks, all are the fruits of their subtle craft.
That'll do. Marazhai nods, his eyes boring into you. Any thoughts on how we can escape this place?
On a mountain of bodies, bathing in our enemies' tears and blood. Do not deceive yourself by thinking we will escape this place alive without violence. I, for one, hope that there will be plenty of it.
Goddamn. He knows how to speak to a woman.
But there is one unfortunate detail. An Arabenian has stepped into your path.
Why is that
One
unfortunate?
Of Kegarak's tribe, who lurk in the tangle of the webway.
Nocturne's adorable.
I've heard them called harlequins in your tongue. The one that appeared in the Obsidian Court is the most dangerous and unpredictable of all. I'm beginning to think that his visit is a sign that the events unfolding around us have not been left to chance. Perhaps they are the result of interference at the behest of the highest authority.
Considering that Irremerus was trying... Considering that she was trying to unseat Vect with her plans, it would not be... And she was going to do so by screwing over Komora even harder. It would make sense for this to be Vect's will, and also for Harlequins to get involved. My companions have made no further attempts to kill you?
They have not, to my deepest regret.
Oh, poor you.
Perhaps it is I who should try to show some initiative now.
Thanks. Please don't.
Do not keep me waiting too long. My weapon is tired of languishing in its sheath.
I'm not gonna comment. Not just overpower Vect, she wanted to use the warp for that. That's what I just said, yes. She wanted to overpower Vect, and she wanted to do so through a disjunction. And that is not a good idea. That's what I was talking about earlier. It was a dumbass fucking plan. And the thing is, fun fact, even if Vect hadn't interfered, even if the Harlequins hadn't interfered, and she managed to get her little disjunction, it would have failed. Both Komora and Vect have been through many, many disjunctions. And they always come out on the other side just fine. It was a dumb fucking idea.
Rogue trader.
Oh my god, please stop. Every time I click on him, he just breaks my heart. I get it. You're so fucking sad. Holy shit. My heart. You talk to him and he says, rogue trader, with the most sobbing, fucking heartbreaking voice. Just, oh my god. Hey, Argenta. We chill? No. Okay. Ulfar, we chill?
Let us raise our cups at Fator.
Good to know you're back to normal. You warmed up to Aogun? Well, I mean, I'm not gonna kick the man while he's down. I may not like him, that doesn't mean I want him to be sad. What the fuck?
May these instructions protect. May the filth.
Okay, nothing here. Hey, Cabela, are you upset?
For we are thy blades. What?
You're still
we are.
weird. Okay. Hey, Juliet, how do you feel about Marazhai being in the party?
You came back from the dark, Elentark, unharmed.
I love the way she says that. Just want to hug her. Okay. I love how many times the stuff, just the stuff in this area is just duplicated. Okay. What's next? Sharpshooter boots, because I didn't have enough of those. Commander's notes. Eldari flexi armor. Cute. Plasma gun. Killing sword. Blaster. Bom bom bom. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna have to start leveling up people, and I'm gonna level up my boy as well. Finally. Lord knows. It's been a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. Break their ranks and persuasion. Petrichor, thank you so much for the follow. You're Liet. 39. Tactical knowledge and awareness. Oh, that was a follower goal. 650. Nice. Technical knowledge. Yeah, and then awareness. And it's this dude. It's Aogun. There we go. Aogun. There he is. Galvanic. Gate Mechondrite. This one. Oh, I've seen that. We had that when we were playing on Amethyst stream. We had that. It was pretty cool. Logic. Next, Pascal. That would be joint analysis and tech use. I already have joint analysis. What the fuck? What did I skip? Technical knowledge. Tech use, tech use. Cabela. Cabela. Captive audience. Medicae. If I recall correctly, Medicae points on her are for some kind of scaling that she has in one of her abilities or something. Just don't recall what it is. Ulfar. Entrench. And athletics. Argenta. Entrench and demolition. Same shit, except demolition. And then my sweet, sweet boy. Oh boy. There he is. Okay, killing edge. Finesse, 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 finesse. Imminent demise. Where's imminent demise? Big head, short legs. Hi. Fun name. Medicae. Killing spree. Stacks. Perception. Emboldened by bloodshed. Huh? Am I blind? Yes, the answer is yes. As per usual. Dispatch 3. How am I doing? I am doing great. I have my boy. This is a great day. Malign influence. There it is. There it is. Whenever an enemy fails a willpower resistance test against the character, they suffer 6 direct damage. On success, the damage is doubled. There's the basis of the Death Aura build. Choose first year description. Shearing strikes. There it is. He needs 2 melee weapons. And athletics. That's my boy. Lethal concentration. Doesn't make any sense. He should already have... Oh, Eldari, not Drukhari. Right. I keep forgetting. People forget. People misuse the word. Lethal concentration. There we go. Weapon skill. People misuse the word Eldari all the time. Even I'm lucky. Lucky. No. Even I'm guilty of doing it because when everyone around you does it, it's very difficult not to accidentally do it sometimes. But Eldari encompasses Drukhari. Eldari is the name of the race. People kind of use it to describe craft worlders sometimes, or Suryani. And it's a little confusing. Weapon skill. Prey on the weak. Cute. Taunting Scream. Lord Xenos. There's my sweet boy. Okay. Now we need to give him weapons and armor because he's the only one I haven't given them to. I know someone else has these fucking goggles. No one is getting anything that is meant for him. That's not happening. Who has them? Is it someone who I left behind? Probably. Someone I left behind. I'll have to swap it. Incubus blade armor. There it is. Piercing damage with arm penetration to any target in melee range when the wearer weapon skills more than 65. It is. This one has the... Ah, it's the highlights. Interesting. I was just thinking about how, like, when I'm painting Drukhari minis, right? They have these are called edge highlights. You see, like, how the edges of the plates of his armor have this, like, shiny blue color. And I had always wondered if the edge highlights of Drukhari armor are meant to just be highlights, or whether there is, like, a genuine different color in the edges, and that this kind of answers that. Because even in the shadow, even when you can see there's like a shadow here, you can still see that there's the blue color there. It's just cool. It's nice that Owlcat decided to recreate the minis armor, basically one-to-one perfect recreations, into the game models. It makes it way easier for me to see how I should be painting my minis, because now I can see them in like a big picture basically, and in a 3D model. It's so useful. And there's even, you know, the fucking light here. I can see what it looks like in shadow, and I can rotate it and stuff. This is so useful for someone who paints minis, bro. Kinda awesome. Maybe Swashbuckler's cloak. I think I've given someone else that cloak, but I can take it for him. If I can find whoever has it. Again, it might not be anyone who's with us. It might be someone else. Wait, I didn't see hers. Oh, she doesn't have it. Yeah, it's not with us. Whoever has it isn't here. Dog tag. I know I have this. Kills the target, they gain +10 to all characteristics based. Iron Cape. Don't have that. I don't think anyone else does, though. That's pretty cool. Undying Rage. Nope. We don't have it. Blitz. Boots. Nope. Serrated Glimmer Steel. Serrated. Glimmer Steel Blade. There it is. Blood Secret Clay. There it is. Here's my boy. I think that's it. We're missing a few pieces. Oh, he already has Undying Rage on him. Nice. So I don't have to worry about that. So we're just missing his shoes. We're missing the correct thingy. And we're missing the top part. Yep. Which someone else is wearing. The helmet and the mantle, I'm fairly certain someone else is wearing them. And they're just back at the ship. The boots I am genuinely missing, I think. Don't think I have the Blitz boots. I don't know where they are. I'm guessing we'll find them eventually. Or I'm not allowed to. Because it's part of some path that I have not taken. I don't know. Hi. Oh, wait. Some other time. Actually, I'm pretty sure both Irliet and Marazhai don't show up in the augmetics thingy because they don't have augmetics. You're not allowed to put augmetics on your Xenos companions. Pretty sure that's a thing. Here we go. Okay. We'll leave Cabela behind, I think. Yeah. I remember someone told me to bring Ulfar for something. No, it was for the DLC stuff, I think. It was for the next Chapter 4's DLC. I think I was told to bring Ulfar. But I don't think it was anything else. Ah, still, we can bring him. He's fun. So I'm supposed to go back to Travantius, I believe.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Do I not have a... I do! Formation. There it is. Put the fucker in the front. Put her in the back. And I'm putting me and Marazhai in the middle because of gay reasons. There we go. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Let us not dawdle.
That would put me in the anatomical opera, which is up there. But we're not gonna do that. We're actually gonna walk there on purpose. Because I'm pretty sure There's gonna be a thing. If it doesn't happen now, it'll happen when we walk back out of it. It's one of the two. Just gonna save.
Is there money to be made?
Might be when we come back out then. Or there it is. The rising currents carry the smell of pain, blood, ichor, and failed ambitions. The smells of the dark city. With my wings flung open, I weave a path through the spires like a dark lightning bolt, chaotic and unpredictable in its patterns. To fly is to hunt, and everyone in flight hunts everyone else. Even I, Scourge, Gartherit, Bloodfeather, do not have the privilege of inviolability around these parts. I may become someone else's prey, except probably not today. This day I am the hunter. My homunculus, modified olfactory receptors pick up the scent of my prey, and I tread cautiously as I approach it. The stench of Mon Ki is foul but varied, and the scent of my prey is quite telling. A powerful specimen, brash and reeking of the blood of others. I descend to the minaret that grows out of the nearest spire and provides me with an excellent view. Accelerated reflexes allow me to assess the situation in a fraction of an instant. It is time. A female Mon Ki, a pampered upper caste cub who is fed and equipped with the best their race can offer. It certainly arrived in the Dark City recently, the city which has not yet managed to leave a mark of perpetual expectation of doom on its flattened snout. The most glorious game which clings to life, the strongest and leaves the sweetest death essence. The reflexes urge the muscles to act. I act. The shard carbine spews forth a stream of crystalline projectiles that howl and shatter as they pierce the flesh of the prey. A deadly slashing blizzard drapes the streets in bloody snow. The bodies of random passers-by caught in the fire falling to the ground. This is a common occurrence in the spires. Everyone around me flees from the field of death, whose borders I have made clear. The prey shall put it... The prey falls, but it is still alive. I did not expect the hunt to end with the first salvo. The prey is badly injured. I can easily finish it off in the open. The prey... Summons companions to its aid. A mistake. I unleash a new fan of crystalline shards and the flesh of the prey blossoms with new cuts from the projectiles. Anyone who tries to approach it will be killed by the brittle shrapnel. The prey should have run away, not giving me more chances to cripple it. The prey is weak. Awareness. The prey is trying to locate me along the tangles of the spiked minarets. Its frantic gaze is looking for my winged figure. The hyperpupils allow me to examine the prey's face. I can see its eyes scrutinizing my gear. There is no need to hide anymore. So I stand up to my full height and emit a wailing battle cry. Let the prey know what will kill it. The prey breaks into a run. Clever. By escaping from the open streets, the prey has deprived me of the advantage of my long-range weapon, but I will not let it escape. So I spread my wings and I soar over the alley, pelting the prey with bursts of indirect fire. The chase must not end too soon. The petitioner wanted my prey to die slowly. There is a strangeness to the movements of the prey as it dashes away one moment and freezes the next. My receptotropin altered pupils are adept at detecting movement, but they are worse at perceiving stationary objects. Sorry, stationary subjects. Are you a fucking T-Rex, bro? And my prey seems to be aware of this. The prey... shoots back. The air fills with gunfire. As soon as the prey fires the first shot, everyone starts shooting at everyone else. This chaotic firefight engulfs the entire street. It spreads across the dark city like a wildfire. Mindless and violent, I am forced into a steep dive, spinning around and dodging the tracks of multiple projectiles. The damn trick worked, and I let out a frustrated squeal. The hunt continues. The prey manages to elude me for a moment by ducking into a crowded street. The jet booster on my back emits a stream of ghostly blue flames, and I continue my pursuit. As I storm into the street, I see the prey again. This is a nice catch. The petitioner wanted me to deliver the prey to her, but I decided to do something different. When it is over, I will impale the body of the prey on a spike protruding from the highest spire, so that it serves as testament to my victory. My flight is swift. Everything unnecessary and atavistic had been cut from my body, so that air current carry it like a projectile from a splinter rifle. Alas, this is also my weakness. I am so light, even a small obstacle can throw me off course. The prey has no idea how vulnerable I am in flight. The initial horror caused by my sudden attack is already worn off. The prey has suppressed its panic and is acting decisively and boldly, a commendable triumph of will over instinct. Seeking to slow me down, the prey slips away with the skill of one who has lived here their entire life. The prey glides through the alleys of the dark city with amazing skill for an outsider, pulling away from me. I pursue it with a cry of excitement, but my advantage is palpably dissipating. The conclusion's drawing near. As I turn the corner, I triumphantly realize that I have driven the prey into a dead end. It is time for the massacre. The poison I received from the petitioner as payment for the hunt is contained in the crystalline projectiles and should have worked by now. It will slow the nervous system of my prey, weakening its muscles, and render it unconscious. But when I see the prey, I fail to discern any trace of the poison's effect. Could the prey be so strong that its body has overcome my deadly battle toxin? The prey lunges at me first. I realize too late that it is not desperation, but cold determination behind it. Ooh. Yeah, fuck it. In the blind alley where my prey is about to die, there is enough room for me to spread my wings and soar. It does not grant me an opportunity to do so. It kicks me back into the cramped street. The prey wishes to fight where it has the advantage. I try to slip past it to escape into the open, and fail. The prey lands a couple of well-aimed blows, and one of my wings hangs limply along my body. It will not be easy to return home to the top of the spires. Everything will be over in moments. The outcome will be decided in close combat. Wasting no time, my prey and I seize one another in a violent, furious embrace. Every decision made over the course of this fleeting hunt is being weighed, tipping the scale that will ultimately determine the winner. I'm unpleasantly surprised when I realize the prey is aware of my combat style. It covers the vulnerable spots I like to cut open with my monomolecular claws. But this knowledge will not save it from death. My embedded glands spew hyperadrenaline into my bloodstream, and my artificially grown muscles convulsively swell under the porous fabric of my ghost plate. I torment the prey with claws protruding from my forearms and knees, and the prey grabs one of the blades hanging from my belt and aims it at my throat. We struggle for the blade, but its point steadily approaches my throat. It touches it, it pierces the skin extremely slowly and penetrates the larynx. It keeps plunging deeper, touches the other wall of the larynx and passes through. I can feel everything. My body softens with pain. I reach for the shard carbine with the last of my strength, but the superiority of my prey is absolute. It snatches the weapon from my hands and it responds to the sacrilege with the indignant ringing of crystal bullets. It wants to know why I attempted to kill it. Would I tell it if I could? About my petitioner? K-Cross the Witch? About how insulted she was by the deaths of her fosterlings, the blood-stained proselytes, in the arena of at the hands of my prey? About how badly she wanted to spite the prey's master, the sour-tempered, homunculus, Terventius, who had arranged that insult? I do not know, for my throat is crushed and only a faint wail escapes it. I die. I'm dying at the feet of my prey. No. At the feet of a Monkey, a humiliating end for one who earned the status of apex hunter of Komorra. Through torturous alterations of the flesh and a bloody pilgrimage to the very top of the spires. Does it hurt to perish like this? It does. Is it fair? It is. The chaotic burst of violence that bloodied the streets of Comora ends just as abruptly as it erupted. Such is life in the spires. Teehee. Get fucked, bitch.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
What is it?
Can you heal
I
me?
can heal your wounds, not your soul.
I'll make sure to return the favor one day.
Entertain me?
Okay. Oh. Oh, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa, whoa.
always have a backup plan.
Oh, there's the little flying fucker. Give me your shit. Scourges, adrenal glands. Okay. Nice. Thanks, buddy. Bye. Just gonna check if the Mangled Secretary has anything. I don't think so, but we can check. And then if it has nothing, we continue. And we'll be out soon, I believe.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Shouldn't be anything.
A space wolf never fails in their duty.
Sure, buddy.
Both strong and wise is Ulfar.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay. Nothing. Oh. For realizing it's a holiday? The 3rd of July? It's a holiday? Okay. I thought it was the 4th.
Let us not dawdle.
Here we are. That's the arena, so off we go. When the real holiday lands on a weekend, we get the day before or after off? Really? That must be fucking nice. Can't relate. We just have the holiday on the fucking weekend because there are people who work weekends. They deserve holidays too, you know?
Is there money to be made?
Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Hey, buddy. You having a good day? I believe the answer is no, but we'll try anyway. We'll try asking. So, how's the wife? Cervantes rushes about the laboratory, snatching up certain tools, vials, and notes. He conceals some of these items inside his own body cavities and destroys the rest. Did something happen? The cult of the fatal thirst craves blood specimen. Your blood. My blood. One must be astoundingly insensitive to the vibrations of the Dark City not to realize this. The homunculus notices Marazhai. Dracon Aziriash. After you went against the Archon of the Reaving Tempest, you decided to violate the wishes of the Archon of the Black Heart as well. You were thrown into the arena to die. You show wretched incompetence by defying your masters. My presence offends you. I see. Good. You have made yourself quite comfortable here in the chasm. Is this where you have kept the things that you dared not bring to the spire of the Reaving Tempest? It must be vexing, having to abandon it all as you flee the cult's wrath. One of Cervantes' limbs twitches and strikes blindly. Only Marazhai's reflexes save him from a fatal neck wound, but the homunculus makes no further attempts to attack. He seems to care more about his substances and instruments than the insufferable Cabalite. Why did the witches desire my death? You humiliated them, Monkey. Kekros and I agreed that she would send fresh meat against you, but she decided to undermine my authority by sending out her best. You slaughtered them, and so it was the cult's authority that suffered. But who cares about a pathetic Monkey? You are my lackey, and thus it is I who is responsible for undermining the cult's authority. Yes, but the university 90% shuts down on weekends. Typically the only thing that happens are for students and housing. Okay. And it wasn't enough for you to just kill them. You entice one of the bloodstained proselytes to join the Monkey's side. Yeah. To be fair, Marazhai was only the proselyte for like 5 fucking minutes, bro. Let's be real. I would like to believe that I enticed a Dracon. A future Archon, actually, to my side. It's way more impressive and far more accurate. Besides, I don't think he enjoyed his time as a proselyte, even if it only lasted 5 minutes. As the entire chasm watched, yeah, that was pretty funny. A slap in the face of the cult wasn't enough for you. No. So you decided to spit in its face as well. I'd slash their face if I could. And I will. Oh, but there is more. I hope Kekaros and Sinistoria are now writhing in horror at the mere thought that their headless subordinates have lost the Cabalite, who was sentenced to death by Nazrake themselves. First, they decided to play at charity by making me a proselyte, and now they let me slip through their fingers. Oh, I wish I could see the succubus's face when she is given the news. You dispatched me to kill the witches, and you're telling me you did not anticipate the consequences. It was supposed to go differently. Your performance was supposed to be a lesson in respect, not a declaration of war. You should have killed someone unimportant and made the witches' vanity bleed. The witches would have received your head as a salve for their wounded pride. They would have been reminded for a time that I was still someone who could greatly complicate their existence. Instead, you have failed me. All of you. Kekros did not keep her word, and you did not die in her trap. It is all your fault that things have spiraled out of control. Actually, Cervantes, it is very much your fault. Forget the old promises, this is war. My loyal servants are being slaughtered across the chasm. I cannot take any more specimens away with me. And the ones I have already packed are far more valuable than you. Marazhai's face suddenly changes. Is his mocking grin gone? He fixes his gaze on the homunculus. Into the spire of the Reaving Tempest? To hide under the wing of Erimerus, an Archon fallen into disgrace. What an imprudent choice. You should run away from her and her troubles unless you are somehow connected to her crime. You were not in a position to know about the Archon's plans before, much less now. So the answer is yes, he is. He is connected to her crime. And so unravel the rotten threads in the tapestry of fate. Elentak, here is the true nature of the Dark Ones, a lie hidden behind sweet promises. Having learned from a cruel mistake, I foresaw this outcome. You should have foreseen the previous one too early yet. This is not the time. Belated wisdom! Marazhai, I would give you shit for that, but I did just basically say the exact same thing to her, so... Fair enough. So what's the plan? I'll leave the anatomical opera and withdraw to the spire of the Reaving Tempest. The witches won't dare to settle their scores under the eye of my patrons, so the Cabal's valuable servant is safe from the ire. As for you, go out into the streets of the chasm and die. Or go to the arena and try to kill Kakarros. Even if you succeed, you'll still die. I should have stopped wasting time on this idiocy long ago. All those pathetic simpletons did was weaken my focus and distract me from my masterpiece. At last, I can devote all of my time to it. Sorry, all of myself to it. So I managed to bring about your downfall after all, unholy spawn. So true. Your insight is astounding, specimen. But have you noticed that you have also doomed yourself? No, I don't think so. Enter the arena. The succubi will not pass up this chance to gut you in front of an audience. If you could simply wound Kakarros, it would give us both enough time to escape. For that, I would be willing to sacrifice the deadliest and most valuable specimen in my collection. Become so absorbed in this thought tonight. This is really close. Okay. To repay Kakarros for her treachery, I will send the Anguished Prospector to the arena. While the witches are preoccupied with ending your life, the Prospector will kill several of them. Regardless, it is too conspicuous for me to hide from the cult's huntresses. Let my creation perform the symphony of pain for which it was designed. If you manage to kill her, run. Sinistoria will not let such impertinence go unpunished, and her wrath is 100-fold more dangerous than Kakarros' fury. Do not return to the chasm. You will find no shelter there. Seek salvation in another spire, and you may prolong your agony for a short time. I still require a moment of your precious time, you know. Would you be willing to share some of your creations with me? The mere thought of you tarnishing them with your filthy hands is revolting. But if it serves to ensure my safety, I will tolerate the obscenity. Thank you, bitch. Ooh, prey scanner. Pretty sure I needed that. Still don't have the boots, though. I wonder where they are. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, he doesn't show up.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Alright. That's it. We got everything. Hey, buddy. You are no opponent. Okay. Early today. Yeah. Started a little earlier.
Rise
a treat.
to the top, or get left in the dust.
Release the Chimera? Sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong? Go, sweetie. Go, go. Have fun. I love how consistently I keep helping animals in this game. They always end up dead, unfortunately, but it is very funny. Aw, it goes. I don't know where it goes, but it goes. Aw. Good boy.
I always have a backup plan.
Good for you, honey. Nothing else in here, so it's gonna have to be on the other side. Because I have not been here yet. Hold something extremely dangerous. Yeah, a psyker. That's what. Spider's web. Pointless. Okay.
I always keep my options open.
You don't care that I just released your chimera? Okay, cool. I'm glad. Good to know. Oh, that worked. Nice.
Is there money to be made?
Are those the... No. Ooh. Huh, cool. Hey, buddy. What you doing over here? Were you stuck here? Were you stuck here this entire time? Poor guy.
Keep your wits about you.
Hey, buddy. I'm carrying a sample of puppet plague. Best if it stays in the flask. Fine. You're no fun. Creepy. Beat of might. Iron cape. I need that. Actually. I need that. I believe it was for him. Wasn't it? Yeah. It was. There you go. Ah, he does have them. Nice. Still don't have the coat, though. That I don't think we do. No. I think that's back home. Dog tag, iron cape, Bringwalker, undying rage, blitz boots. That still don't have that, right? No. Everything else is fine for now. No. No. Nah. No fun. No. Repost. Repost gloves. Or Undying Rage. I think the reason we are not supposed to use Undying Rage is because it's bugged or something. I don't recall. Is it bugged or is it not? Is it still bugged? I don't remember. Dodges a parries an enemy's attack. It automatically creates an additional opening. Right. Melee. No. Hekatari. Hekatari Blade of Bloodthirst. Much better. I believe the Jinn Blades are both from his sister. Yep, so they're not here yet. Okay. Anything else that we grabbed? Long-range aim lens. I don't remember if this mattered. If might stinger ring. We'll just have to go through this later. Prey scanner. I'm pretty sure she needed this. I think it was, right? Where's Juliet? There she is. Yeah, prey scanner. Wristband necklace. There we go. Nice. Oh, she does have it. Already. Damn, girl. Jesus. I think someone else has this. Keep of Righteous Fury. I think I gave it to someone else. We'll have to set this up later. Okay. Anyway.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh, right. I did do that. I did insult the Cult of the Fatal First, or whatever. I did insult the fighting pit itself, yeah, that. And the witches, yeah. I did do that. I do be like that. So, are you fighting or what?
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Give me strength.
Where's my sweetheart? There he is. Target allies who have enemies adjacent to them. Okay.
I'll see to it personally.
So if I do that, and then I do this.
Who, if not me?
And then I tell him to move there. Tell him to move there. Actually, put him over there. Wait. Break the ranks. Actually.
I'll make it happen.
The assassin attacks, granting 40% dodge to the enemy target, and then deals additional wounds. Okay. And taunting scream. Death whisper. Aim for the opening.
Don't distract me.
Okay. Good boy.
Watch.
I will.
With grace and malice.
That's the point.
It's as good as...
A euphoria of anguish.
Indeed, sweetheart.
Your undoing. I will savor your delectable anguish. Behold.
missed him. Oh look, there's more.
Don't let them done playing with you. It is a perfect killing strike. It would be beneath me to even attempt it.
Oh, come on, honey. Aw. You know that's not true.
No. I will herd the prey. Behold, what a useless plaything. Broken already?
We're just gonna keep going. This isn't ending.
With a euphoria of anguish! Don't... Slow and
Painful is the way.
Can't be.
Oh, did I finally run out of actions? Holy shit. Oh no. I only have 442 stacks of basal lethality. One second. Ah! Starting off well. Okay. So anyway, I think you should go again.
Here's my perfect moment.
with a perfect killing strike.
Where's the other 5? Oh, they arrived in the meantime, did they?
I yearn for agony.
Oh, you'll have plenty, sweetheart. Can I get you to deal more damage?
I will savor your delectable anguish.
I appreciate that, honey.
I'm done playing with you. A perfect killing strike.
Someone's still alive?
Be over.
Where? Oh, apologies.
I will
Didn't
herd
notice
the
it.
prey.
If I got Marazhai in Act 1, I could go the entire game with just him. I could. The already familiar baritone calls out to you from the shadows.
The key unlocks a door that then will lead to one that only happenstance will free. Your chance I'll be to meet the bolts will seed. Your part comes next to break the bonds and flee. To you, the merchant vagabond, I bring the gift of providence, but will you look?
At the sight of Marazhai, the Harlequin lets out a nasty chuckle.
The trapper caught in snares of his own make. The plotting of your play was up to snuff, but Marazhai rewrote the denouement, decided in the darkness of the wings, amidst the somber spires, and the hunter's game. 'Tis wise to stop and once more check your knives, for that which glittered in your hand before, you may now find a twinkling in your back.
Marazhai is squirming with rage he does not dare to unleash on the Harlequin here and now. He hisses through clenched teeth. All who have taken part in my downfall will be exterminated. Nocturne, I know, that's also how I react whenever I see him. I'm so happy to see Nocturne every time. I love it because it's like, Marazhai and Juliet are like, oh my god, it's a fucking Arabinian. Fuck, this is terrible. Everyone else is like, ew, a fucking filthy Xenos. Meanwhile, my character's like, oh, hi, Nocturne. Hi. She's so happy to see him. From her perspective, he's just a dude who's really funny and has been helping her out, and he wears colorful clothing. Like, she does not see it. There's no reason for her to be afraid of him whatsoever.
And sooner than you thought, my merchant thief, just like a drop of ink you fell upon the page before this play's dramatic end, wherein your own kin's blood you will see shed. Perform the lines required, and vengeance will descend upon the stage and play its part. And then away from spires on merchant's trail, across the world the parlous road you'll tread, and death you will find there, or else a path to remedy your second enemy.
He showed up in my TTRPG Dark Heresy game this week. The GM did great with the iambic pentameter. That's cool. Marazhai digests the Harlequin's words in silence. At last, a shadow of the usual smirk flashes on his face. I hear you, Arabinian. You have helped me more than once already. I'm listening.
Both opening and warning is my boon. Your fate hangs by a thread, drawn breaking tight. But with a show of patience opportune, the merchant's certain death will turn to flight. You stride not into battle, but a snare of guile and strife, a neatly woven net. Lust's mistress lifts her sword into the air, and baying for your blood, her pack thus set. So dance a ring around oblivion, await a sign from night's own melody. Catch sight of it, and then make haste to be gone. One yawning mouth, one leap to set you free.
So Kegaros is planning to kill me in the next fight, but you're ready to effect my escape. All I must do is survive the arena, wait for your sign, then run. You cannot possibly mean into a literal mouth, so you must mean for me to leap into a portal of some kind. Do I have that right? The Harlequin sips into a low bow, like an actor who has performed before a true lover of high art. He seems satisfied with your answer. The Xenos lays a finger over the mute lips of his mask and vanishes, as if to convey that your conversation is a great secret known only to the two of you.
Speak now.
The only thing I know about iambic pentameter specifically is that that if you don't have like any idea what that rhythm is supposed to sound like, you should listen to the song Hallelujah, as apparently the song Hallelujah is in iambic pentameter. And so that's the only like thing I have, the only like reference point I have. Again, we show that we understand him, but Iliad and Marazhai just not a single fuck was given. They do comment on his presence, and they have a banter between both, like between Iliad and Marazhai, I believe. Later, that's like they're surprised. They're not just surprised, but worried that he's around because they think he spells doom and that bad shit's gonna happen because he's around. But at no point do they ever comment on how odd it is that we understand him. They comment on how odd it is that he is interested in us, but not the fact that we understand him.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. I guess we go now, huh? Indeed. What a day.
I always keep my options open.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go that way. Lurking and playing Mecha Chameleon. Cool. Happy lurk. And hi, Targon. Just gonna go check if there's any dialogue in the pit. And if there isn't, we can just keep going. Cape of Righteous Fury, there it is. Someone needed this. I think it was her. Yeah, this goes to her. There we go. Yeah. We don't have all the bioshale. Okay, she's pretty much done. There's my boy. Still don't have the blitz boots, do I? Oops. That's what I get for typing. Nope. Don't. I guess I'm gonna be getting his armor now. Witch's Last Cry. I think it's now. If it's not now, it'll be later, and I know where it is. Okay. Nothing new then. Moving on. Anything else to say?
Rogue trader,
Hi.
do not keep me waiting too long.
I won't.
Rogue trader.
Oh my god. Every time I speak to him, I forget he has his heart broken. And he's hell-bent on breaking mine. Hi, buddy.
May these... May...
For we are thy blades.
She's still having a mental
We
breakdown? Okay. I'm guessing Iliette, do you want to chat, honey?
You came back from the dark, Elentark? Unharmed.
Yeah, this is good. It's a good party for now. I like that in all the builds, Marazhai gets rid of his gun. Yeah, honey, your shooting sucks. Just pick up your blades. Yeah, because they built him to not have good ballistics, so it's kind of silly that they give him a weapon. They give him a gun to begin with. It's very fucking silly. Why would you give him a gun and then give him like 0 fucking ballistic skill? The fuck game. It is kind of hilarious though. The lore implications of it being, you know, that my dude just sucks at shooting, it is pretty funny. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Ah, there we go. It will speak. Master Travantius sent me. The Master wishes for you to send Kekros on a swift journey to She Who Thirsts. Do not expect a fair fight. This is your execution. However, Kekros isn't capable of adequately assessing whatever she fails to comprehend, and therefore you stand a chance, albeit a negligible one. The help that was promised will be provided. The Anguish Prospector will bring the witches the ecstasy of death throes. Should you survive, do not return here. The witches will seek revenge, which is why the Master has already left the chasm and found new patrons. He suggests you do the same. So says the Master. So you have been enthroned to the witches. Even if we survive this fight, we will not survive the retribution of the Dark City. I hope the Arabinian knows exactly how his play is going to end. We know. He knows. I trust him. He's very trustworthy. Will you go to your master now? The master doesn't need me anymore. I'll go kill someone, get their pieces, make myself stronger. Yeah, I'm just gonna kill you. The master has sent me to tell you that he equipped his servant with emergency measures so that no harm might come to you. Even as it dies, the monster is unable to stop parroting the words of its treacherous master. He had a self-destruct button. Thirsters, do you want to witness a great legend as ancient as Gomorrah itself? I give it to you now. Behold the tale of Sirlael, the exiled, the succubus dethroned. Sirlael was a mighty warrior of her cult, renowned and deadly. Her dance of battle was an entrancing perfection of terror. But then a time came when an audacious apprentice supplanted Sirlael, turned her servants against her, and drove her out of the Dark City. She wandered the webway's savage wilds and slew scores of their terrible horrors as she fought for her life. In the legend, she slew them all and pressed onward, but our story will be shorter. Kill.
Performing target selection ritual.
Here we go.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. On it. I'll make it happen.
Watch. Kneel before me, pray thee.
Wrong one, but okay.
I'll see to it personally.
Here we go.
Tempest incarnate.
Woo! That was beautiful. You should go again,
You should
honey.
feel honored to witness this.
The warrior of anguish.
Indeed.
Oblivion approaches. It is
Momentum.
behold. I revel in your terror. We tie you foot and down.
Next. Even the monsters of the obscure sectors of the webway feared her and fled out of sight. Steliel's exile continued in solitude until a great faceless swordsman barred her way. He wished to test her. Hey, buddy.
No mercy to those who oppose Fon Valencius.
Running my narrative right. The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all. Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
There we go.
Don't let your guard down.
He still has all the buffs I put on him. Good.
I'll make it happen.
Good.
I'll see to it personally.
I will mark my path with ruin! Slow and painful is the way. I revel in your terror! What a useless play!
Bested by Steliel's hand, the swordsman knelt and recognized her skill. He was no mere mortal, but the god's creation, with respect for all things flawless. As a reward for her victory, he offered Steliel a gift, the way to a place where she could claim her vengeance. Well, the game just crashed. That's a Unity crash. I hadn't seen one in a while. Okay, buddy. Good stuff. Don't force me to take down the fucking game. Come on. There we go. Did it have to be so hard? I wonder why the game is upset. 20 bucks. Did Marazhai just yell at the game and it decided to crash? Understandable. Perfectly understandable. But I would have rather not have to reload it. It's fucking dumb. Is the stream fine? Did you guys see anything weird with the stream? Can you hear me fine and stuff? Everything's fine. Okay, so it really was just the game going down. Okay. That's fine. Fortunately, I know that I can do this very easily anyway.
Commencing purgation protocol.
If it happens again, I will disable the mod and see if that's the issue and then re-enable it.
I won't stand for it. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me? It's as good as done.
Slow and painful is the way.
Okay. Other than that, we give him
On it.
Behold.
killing edge. No need.
With grace and malice.
And there we go.
I mark my path with ruin!
That's nice. Do you also build your castle of bones or something?
Don't distract me.
Game? You gonna crash again? Why are you crashing? Why are we crashing? Castle of Bones, Throne of Crushing. Yeah. That don't distract me was perfectly timed. Sorry for the crashes. Yeah. I wonder what's going on. It was perfectly fine until so little time ago. Let me take a look. Is there an update for the mod? Is my computer having issues? Because the computer itself seems fine. We're getting crashes right now. Let's see. Something is definitely very slow. What the hell is going on? Has the heat of Portugal finally got to my computer? My poor little Mew Mew. I love that Google Chrome takes up almost a fucking gigabyte of my memory. I love that for me. Personally, big fan. Fucking Google Chrome, man. Impressive. Actually impressive. Okay. Let's try this again. I think I know what the issue might be. We're gonna have to turn off some stuff in the mod. Turn that shit off. And where is it? There it is. Turn that off. There we go. Hopefully I don't have to strip disable the mod entirely, but we might have to. We'll see. My CPU is fine. I have things on my right side so I can see it. My GPU claiming that it's running at 99% is mildly concerning, but you know, what do I know? Fairly certain I already lowered the graphics on this game yesterday. Yeah, I did.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay. We'll try to save while we're in the fight, in case this happens again. Teeny tiny chance I might have to end the stream because I might have to restart the computer.
Beg for the final blow.
We'll see.
Who if not me? I'll make it happen. On it. I'll see to it personally.
Your undoing! It is. Kneel before me, pray thing! Don't I'm done playing with you. I will herd the prey.
Who, if not me? Accept your lot.
And again.
With grace and malice. Behold! It... I'm a member. Don't... Perfect killing strike!
A grave overestimation of your odds of survival.
Okay, we managed to save here. That's further ahead than we managed last time.
I will savor your delectable anguish.
Will you now? Shame. Oh, I can. Still bleeding.
With grace and malice. Behold.
Alcat game is Alcat game. No Alcat game is Alcat game without bugs and crashes. Yeah, but it's... Still, something needs to be done about it, you know?
And why would I do that?
Because you love me?
It is the euphoria of anguish. Don't distract me.
Right, we already saw this one. The lair, guarded by an ancient beast of immeasurable flesh, delivered blow upon blow, and yet her strikes could not diminish the creature's body or mute its roar. Right, whatever.
I could use more cadavers for study.
Thanks, Eogan. Hi, George. Oh, okay. The game hasn't crashed yet.
Oblivion approaches.
Does it now?
Behold. Watch.
I'm watching.
It is hand.
That's fair.
Don't distract me. With kneel before me, pray thing!
You wish.
What a useless... Broken already?
The beast of immeasurable flesh fell, for the infinitude of its being was no match for the needles of Cyriel's focused will. She ran the beast through, pierced its heart, and ripped it free. The heart was the black crystal of Seika, the bestower of power. With Seika in hand, Cyriel returned to Komorra and brought down those who had served and later betrayed her. She came to the threshold of her arena and shouted the name of her apprentice, the one who had once dethroned her. And hear her the apprentice did. The succubus Sinistoria answered the challenge and descended the steps toward her. Oh no, I'm so scared. And took Seika, the bestower of power, from her cold dead hand. Ooh. I'm so pissed at DH Beta you won't get the cute interaction with Larthier in the end of his quest because of the switched flags. I did get the interaction afterwards. On the day that this DLC came out, if you go to the VOD, the very first VOD, I think, of this DLC, you will see that I played a little bit of Dark Heresy just before, and it was just to swap the flags so I could see the interaction. And it is adorable. But yeah, anyway.
Slow and painful is the way. Oh, I don't think so. With good will before me, pray thing!
You wish.
It is happening. I will herd the prey. Kneel before me, pray thing! No.
Fuck off. Really?
Behold.
There we go.
In your terror!
Nice. That's my boy. You know what, Marazhai? I think you
see
should
to it
go
personally.
again, actually.
It's as good as done.
I mark my path with ruin!
Good for you, honey.
Kneel before me, pray.
You're killing them with so much ease. Well, I'm playing on a relatively low
Why would I do that?
difficulty. But also, we're pretty far into the game.
Broken already?
So the combination of my character and Marazhai tends to be pretty fucking OP at this point, regardless.
Revel in your tip. I'm done playing with you.
Aw, look, a paint engine. So cute. I'll get to it in a second. Just give me a second. Kind of busy right now.
And malice. The perfect killing
There goes
strike.
one.
Can't be.
Behold, kneel before me, praising.
And there it is. Now we can deal with the paint engine. Actually, from the side.
Oblivion approaches. It is revel in your terror.
Okay, that's it. Everyone else is just chilling, watching their new Xeno ally doing the job. I know, isn't it delightful? You know what? I think you should go again.
Kneel before me, praising.
Nah. And you know what? One more time. Just for good measure. It's a treat. Actually, 1 second.
On it.
Oh, okay, that would have been too good. Okay. Fine. Go. Here we go. And he goes again and again. Yep. Rip her to shreds and offer her remains to the cult. With me, my merchant vagabond, make haste. The fog of frenzy end will... Thanks, buddy.
Speak now.
The fog of frenzy's end will come ere long. There we go. There's an incubus helping us. How interesting. Yeah, that is definitely vect. Definitely vect. Anyway, where do we need to go? Which way? Ah, where Marazhai is.
I always have a backup plan.
Save here. That is true. I should save, just in case, because this has been a bitch. Oh, look at the little language prospector. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the stuff I had before again, and hopefully it'll be okay now. Actually, I'll be fine. Let's go. Majum Domina, that is me. Tis I. I'm just gonna pretend like my GPU does not say 96, 97, 98%, 83 degrees. We're just not gonna... I don't need to acknowledge any of that. It's not my problem. How am I? I'm good. Look at that. New playthings for our delights. Don't think this is gonna end up the way you think
Always
it will.
keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, buddy. Try the strange drink. Oh, hell yeah, I will.
Centuries of service and
Scalds your throat and
practice.
blossoms into a molten flower once it reaches your stomach. Your vision blurs. And your legs feel unsteady. Oopsie. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Oh, Chronos Parasite Engine. I'm gonna get one of those later.
Rise
Marazhai
to the
will give it to
top,
me.
or get left in the dust.
Think the Emperor, the Xenos trickster, did not lie about bringing us to you. And you went along? Who speaks in riddles sent me here. He assured me that it would lead to our reunion, Daman. And you went along? Okay. That's something. Okay. Mutilated and covered with countless whatever the fuck. Okay. Oh, there was something here. Ooh. Commander's gloves and the last flash.
I always keep my options open.
Wait, did I get what I wanted? Because I was hoping we would get a very specific armor from that. I don't think we did. Shame. Ghost plate armor. Yeah, no, we didn't. Xeno emitter. That's cool. Okay. The elegant red-haired Xenos takes a sip of her wine-like liquid and gives you an appraising and somewhat surprised look, then smiles and says to the Xenos standing next to her, "What is this?" "New playthings, no doubt. And here I thought the Reaving Tempest was intending to offer up your paltry cabal for our entertainment." The tattoo-covered Yukari she's addressing, who's absent-mindedly sticking serrated needles into his own gums, scoffs in response. The poisonous Whisperers should learn to live up to their name, lest the cabal of the Wounded Skies live up to theirs and make you bleed upon the Dark City, you sharp-tongued pest. This is one of the satellite towers of the main spire of the Reaving Tempest. What luck. Eurymerus's throat is now that much closer to my claws. But first, I have to deal with my sister's pathetic ghosts. Did the Jester bring me here to listen to these dung-ridden beasts practice their meager wits? These blathering Xenos are making me angry. I'll kill them. Ulfar, I need to speak to them first. I've had enough talking with Xenos. Their words are thick with lies. Once you let them touch your ears, you become a puppet pulled by their strings. We will put them all to death in a whirling bloodstorm. That will be a deed to honor the Allfather. Okay, Ulfar. Chill. Who's your old plaything? Exquisite delight of Farseer, nothing can compare to their heightened psychic emanations, most delectable. A Farseer? Eurymerus had the temerity to bring a Farseer to Komorra, only to feed it to some scum from the Dark City's gutters? Yeah, it is odd. So which one of you is worthy of getting the first taste of my pain, and which one will have to settle for scraps? You belong to the Wounded Skies. I will help you remember the name by burning it into your eyeballs. The Wounded Skies are always so hasty and so eager to rush ahead. They fail to notice the daggers being shoved into their backs by more worthy aspirants who are offended by their witlessness. Sorry. Places a hand on her weapon and the male Drakari mirrors her gesture. Well, father really kind of looks like Game of Thrones Tormund Giantsbane in power armor. A little bit, yeah. Who's this Brienne? I don't think there is one. Poor Wolfie has some PTSD, a little. Space! We need a cat in the space mode at this rate. That would be cool. I see you have not wasted your time in the Dark City. You've properly studied our way of thinking. Thank you. Smirking contentedly, Marazhai places its hand on his blade grips. He's proud of me for being a backstabbing little shit. Ulfar throws back his head and lets out a terrifying howl, filled with longing and the cold promise of a swift, yet painful demise. The sound of it leaves no doubt in one's heart that bloodshed is now inevitable.
Come take my blade!
Oh boy. Stop the reinforcement. Bar the entrance. Oh, so that's their excuse for not having everyone.
Has
Okay.
no right to exist.
You'll suffer exquisitely.
Okay. Where's my sweet? There he is.
Who, if not me? I'll make it happen.
I am not a vessel for pain. I am its master. With grace and malice. Behold, I revel in your terror! With grace and malice. Tear your heart out for this.
That's okay. Go again.
Perfect killing strike.
And then, you guessed it, go
I'll
again.
make it happen.
I will be your undoing!
So proud of you, honey.
What a useless place! Broken already! I will savor your delectable anger. You call this a strike? I'm done. You.
Next. Here.
Oh, I don't think so.
Fine.
It is handled.
We'll do this the old-fashioned way.
Before me, prating! This can't be over. Slow and painful is the way.
Not a vessel, but Master Marazhai, you know yourself that you can be both. That is very true. New favorite cat emote? Oh, I love that one, yeah. Are you doing an evil playthrough? No, I'm actually doing the Goody Two Shoes playthrough. I'm doing an Iconoclast playthrough.
Behold, a perfect killing strike.
Okay. Go again.
Here's my perfect moment.
I'm done playing with you. I yearn for agony. What?
And then another one. And then another one.
What a useless plaything. Broken already?
And another one.
Killing strike.
Do we still have any? We do. Go Marazhai. Go, my sweet.
With grace and malice.
Okay. Think he's done for now. He is.
It is handled.
That guy's a machine? Well, yeah.
Behold.
Dance Macabre.
Watch.
That should be enough. Isn't he delightful? I think he is.
I refuse. I don't need luck. I have strategy. I'll see to it personally.
Got all of the game being difficult about slash without the slash fix mod. I know. Oh, hi Revan. Yeah, slash is always a little iffy.
It's as good. You should have thought twice before crossing me.
You on the other.
Still got 9 to go. Ooh, nice shot. Who's next? I don't think we have line of sight. We don't have line of sight for the Chronos Parasite engine, but we do for people to its left and to its right. Okay. Okay, we kind of do. Okay, hold up. Fair enough. Do you have anything else? We do. Already marked as prey. Yeah, I noticed it afterwards. I'm just not sure how, because I don't remember doing it, but maybe I did, and I just don't remember. Fair enough.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
We have too many.
My heart sings with the thrill of battle.
Woo! That always... The sound of her shots always startles me just a little bit.
Reading damage to bulk.
Do we have...
Request approved.
No. Wait, wrong one. There we go. Did he actually hit? Oh, nice. Can you do it again? Boy.
I refuse to bow.
Nice. I ain't complaining about that.
I understand your intent.
Who else? Who else is still alive? You.
Running
Oh.
binary function successfully terminated.
29% chance of hitting, by the way. Okay. I don't think there's anyone else. Okay.
We are the bane of
Oh, this guy. I haven't even had a... I haven't had a single fight that went on long enough to reach Ulfar. Jesus Christ. No, none of that. None of that. Who cares? Wait. No. Rapid fire. 25% less damage on short from random trajectories. Kick. Wildfire. He doesn't have much, which to be fair is probably my fault because I haven't really paying attention to him.
My strike is ruin.
Fair enough.
See how the wolf succeeds in disgrace.
Neat.
Request approved.
Obligated into plasma puddle. Yep. Pascal, I understand that it's your turn, but I don't care. You're no fun. There we go. Who the fuck is still alive? Okay. That one Marazhai will take down. There's 3 of them next to Marazhai. Ah, there you are. You missed. Okay, here we go. We still have that. We still have Slash. Nice.
With good useless plaything broken already. Don't have perfect case.
No, Pascal. Jeez, I regret every fucking day. Whatever ability I put on Pascal that causes him to have an extra turn constantly, I regret it. It's like that one ability that you can give Abelard that makes it so that every time he uses... I think it's every time he uses Endure, it gives like an extra turn to the people around him just so they can move slightly. It's the most annoying fucking thing in the universe. Because you can't turn it off. Pascal, share the spoils. Just click giant analysis for ally damage boost.
Oblivion
It's just unnecessary. Like, I'm not playing in a high enough difficulty that it matters. I hate how annoying this is. That he just keeps getting that extra turn. Oh, right. He doesn't have any long range. Sorry, Marazhai. I took away your weapon. That's my bad. I did do that. That's my bad. Fuck him up.
Force has guided my hand.
For a second there, I was worried he missed. Juliet. Do your job. There we go. Is that it? Are we done? Hey! You are staring into the eyes of an animal that enjoys killing. No, it does not enjoy it. It just kills, finding no joy or delight in doing so. It kills because that is its nature. The Emperor protects, buddy! Please don't kill me. From beneath the veneer of bloodthirsty indifference, something resembling a living emotion surfaces on the giant's face. You hear words breaking through the wall of bared teeth. For the All-Father. It's more like a... For the All-Father. But yeah. Ulfar's bristling, fiery hair lies flat once more, and the imprint of death vanishes from his gaze. The face of a wild beast gives way to a grimace of wariness, grief, and shame. Warrior, you honorably dispatched the Emperor's enemies. Yeah, what just happened? The malice of Wulfen beset my heart, and nearly consumed it forevermore. Yeah, but that's pretty normal for you now, isn't it? What kind of grief must it be to have nearly cost you your sanity? Poor baby. Yeah. It is the breath of the frost that chills the bones. It is lightless malice born of despair, the curse that preys upon them who have seen too many things and hate with too much heart. Too long have I been here, too long have I served as a tool of unrighteous wretches, a shameful fate for the Allfather's warriors, and shame is what scorches my soul, when I saw that I had once again become their plaything, that yet another Xenos had set me upon his foes. I thought it would go on forever. My mind could not accept the indignity of it, so my mind hid like a coward would, only thirst remained. Blind destruction, no thoughts, no regrets, no purpose. To be a beast, not a human. A sweet temptation for a lone wolf. Okay, we're gonna get you some buddies. Okay, we're gonna get you some friends. So, you have people to fight for. People who need you as you are. A warrior, not a beast. And later, we'll find you your brothers or something. The Allfather Russ, my brothers, I belong to them. I am their blade, and this blade will never break. So basically what we've learned here is that Space Marines are social creatures and that it's immoral for you to adopt one on his own. You should always adopt them in pairs, preferably in groups of 5 or 6, roughly a chapter. Ethical Space Marine rearing. I suggest we go and see why Nocturne of Oblivion's dragged us to this place. Yes, where is that slippery wretch? Let me have a word with him. Maybe let me do the talking, Wolfar. Beep boop to you too, Pascal. So Wolfar is basically related to my guinea pigs. Correct. I hear the best second companion can do is spare 3 men. Spare 3 men for your campaigns. SM2 reference. I never played Space Marine. I like RPGs. The slender figure of the Harlequin emerges from the shimmering haze. With the grace of one performing a sorrowful dance, he approaches the dying Eldari nearby. Your dance is now tableau, and I lament. The darkness in the eyes that saw the path. I peer into those tunnels black and bleak. A gleam I seek, the one that points the way to your imprisoned kin in Tempest's cage. The accursed jester back again. If you start weaving your webs of rotten claptrap again, I'll rip out your useless tongue. Okay, Jesus. At the top of the spire, they're all there. Help them, Arabinian, and help me. Take me away from here, when it's all over. Soon. Oh boy. Of the group you met on Janus wore the same. Yep, he is from Cruderrock. Juliet, you got nothing to say, honey? At the Farseer's words, Marazhai's face stiffens and he opens his mouth. But to no avail, the Drukhari appears to have lost the power of speech. That's rare. Disdain you do not, will I with a refusal. Your soul's refrain will I keep safe as well. But leave to me reality, Farseer, and dreams I'll give you. Well, I'll give into your worthy hands. With a solemn strike, the Harlequin's end. Yeah. You did ask him for help, and he's a Harlequin, so... The Harlequin ends his kinsman's torment and carefully takes the spirit stone from his body. When the Xenos turns to you, his hands are already empty. The stone is gone. The dude in charge expects you to do a chapter's worth of work with just 2 other Marines at all times. Jesus Christ. So basically, there's been layoffs in the Imperium, and now they're just overworking their Space Marines, is what I'm hearing. I'm not surprised. I don't get mad, I get even. I was touched by a man named Stephen Nocturne of Oblivion. Good lord. Country Tull, who chose the path of the seer. Moran told me he disappeared as soon as the cataclysm befell Cruderrock. Does this mean my kin are being held captive at the top of the Reaving Tempest Spire? You're a little late, Juliet, but I'm glad you finally caught up. The truth is ready to reveal itself to me, if I but stretch out my hand. Sparks of impatience flicker in Iliad's gaze. She wants to talk to you, but she will not interrupt your exchange with the Harlequin. Wise. You dragged me here to save this Farseer. Is that it? You listen well, O pathless wanderer. Night's music, leitmotif, you have discerned, and title virtuoso you have earned. Thank you. The Harlequin makes an exaggerated show of drawing back an imaginary curtain. The shadows beneath the black eye, holes in his horned mask, once again form a mocking smile. Kent Raytal, not with that attitude again. The grand finale of this gory piece, where fuck me! Nocturne. Words that I actually know, please. Give me a second. I'm actually gonna look that up. This is not the first, and it probably won't be the last time the Nocturne forces me to Google a fucking word. The state of being deceitful and untrustworthy. Perfidy, apparently is how you pronounce that. The grand finale of this gory piece, where perfidy and cunning reign supreme, shall now unfold, my merchant vagabond. For real, quite a lot of words I've never seen before. Yeah. Owlcat on the way to fix the illiteracy rates. They're doing a great job. Even flesh speak is more efficient than the speech patterns of the Xenos. Hypothesis. The Elucidator machine spirit has been affected by the pernicious influence of this place and is producing distorted output. I seek permission to conduct a technical survey. Pascal, you know what? Go right the fuck ahead. Have fun. A bizarre tapestry of metaphors, yet containing a surprisingly deep meaning. Eogan listens closely to the Harlequin's recital, counting off on his fingers in rhythm with the stressed syllables of the poem. Iambic pentameter! Oh my god! Thank you, Eogan. Thank you. An unexpected choice, yet pleasing to my auditory receptors. It'd probably be a lot more pleasing if I actually knew how to recite it. Poor Domina don't have Google. Apparently she just hears it and goes... My name is Bond, merchant vagabond. That's a good one. Oh, Pascal, I love you so. We love him. His voice is like ASMR for me. It is. This is a good time for me to remind absolutely fucking everyone for the billionth time that there is a really fun YouTube video out there by someone in the community where they gathered a bunch of the voice actors for this game and they played a TTRPG fancy one-shot of Rogue Trader. And that included Pascal's VA doing Pascal's voice with the distortion. So if you want to hear more Pascal, you should go watch that video. It was a couple years ago on Christmas. It's a very, very fun video. Eogan is a poetry enjoyer? Apparently, yeah. Add that to the many, many things that he's very good at, I'm sure. What do you want from me? Why have you involved me in your plans? Why are you even interested in the fate of this dead Farseer and his fellows? What was he doing here? Why are you even interested in the fate of this dead Farseer? The starved one's face to shelter from the storm and light enlisted me... Shelter from the storm. Enlisted me the laugh of jest and ending. The soul is not at home amidst dark walls. It yearns to sing, and I to hearken along. Its elegy. My name Oblivion. A cradle I'll bestow where may this song forevermore resound in endless echo. Starved one's fate to shelter from the storm. Enlisted me the laugh of jest and ending. The Harlequin said the words laugh of jest and ending with reverence as if it were a title or rank. You recall Harlequin served the laughing god Kegorak. It seems the Xenos is saying that it is at Kegorak's behest that he is attempting to save the Farseers. Fair enough. Why have you involved me in your plans? Oh my god. Roses are red, violets are blue, I'm gonna break out of here with you. Fair enough. Kamara's ancient law was boldly spurned, and too despoiled were Cruderak's remains. The Tempest's mistress, spurred by avarice, forbidden plunder brought to her dark nest. And though the city shrinks from those whose souls in darkness gleam with coruscating flame, the interdict is scorned, the pact ignored. Camorra waits, Camorra tastes its doom. To make of drama farce beyond belief, a pair uncredited assumed the stage. A cutthroat monkey, captive of a thief. A dancer makes strife poet, guileful knave. When Coda's notes... When Coda's note falls, silent evermore. The last a duty will perform, and then the first will move her exodus enact. When Harlequin's voice fades, the silence is broken by a torrent of untranslatable but highly expressive Xenos profanities. Marazhai has regained the power of speech and is using it to curse someone's kin and progeny. Yeah, his sister. Farseers. Euremerus brought Asuriani Farseers to the Dark City. You stupid, desperate shrew. If this news reaches the... Oh, but of course it has reached him already. You, Arabinian, you came to Gamora to inform Vect of my sister's crimes and rescue her prisoners. Yep. This is why I love Marazhai. My dude, just... He's fucking smart. He got really unlucky. But he is actually fucking smart. Holy shit. I am revealed and intrigues. Oh, I am revealed and intrigues curtain torn. The puppet master deigns to briefly let me be the crosspiece of his artistry. That tweaks and tugs the strings for dance and death. To Tempest's mistress, vanish, I do say. I fashioned from your shackle a garrote. Your burning wrath, my thief, direct her way, and forth you'll see the fruits of vengeance brought. Yeah. The accusations of consorting with Mon-Ki are such a trifle compared to an attempt to bring about a disjunction. Yep. If only I had known it. Had Euremerus not managed to keep it a secret from me. I wonder how many times Nazrake cursed himself for not overthrowing Euremerus at the Obsidian Court when he had the chance. He had unknowingly spared the one his ruler had condemned. Hardly an excuse that will help him at his next meeting with Vect. He won't make it to a next meeting, buddy. What is so bad about Euremerus? Well, actually, at this point in time, I believe he still has one meeting. And then he gets kicked out. I don't remember if mine had that dialogue or not, but on Janus, he even has a dialogue with Iliad that he can speak the Eldari tongue with almost no accent. He's very versatile. Oh, Aogun. Give me lots of hugs or I will kill some bugs. Nocturne of Oblivion. Jesus Christ, Timo. What is so bad about Euremerus imprisoning? Well, my character doesn't know, so I guess I should ask. The webway in which Gamora resides is fragile. A ripple of the veil can breach its boundaries and cause a disjunction, an incursion of Silent Thresh into the streets. Each such occasion is an ordeal that weakens the Dark City, and so those capable of piercing the veil are banned from the spires. Of course, there are madmen who try to exploit any disjunction and the ensuing chaos to take down competitors. Madmen, you say? I say. And move up the food chain. It appears Euremerus decided not to wait for an opportunity, but to make it happen herself. Very well. Just one more reason to finish off Euremerus. I had enough reasons even without this revelation. Morag. I am half a step away from starting to see my expulsion from the Cabal as a blessing and not a punishment. Yeah. Nocturne of Oblivion watches the raging Drukhari with obvious amusement, but his interest barely lasts a moment. The Xenos tilts his head, staring at Iliad. The cradle's fragments smolder dimly there, where Tite has drawn the Tempest all together. There you plunge your hand into the flame, and drag Truth's embers out into the light. Oh, Arabinian, you ask if I am too afraid to try to save the little that remains of my home, now that the wind of hope fans the flame of the coming truth. Even if the fire of truth burns me from within, I will follow this path to the end. Elentak, the Arabinian loves jest, but this is not one. Please, before it is too late, we must save the Farseers. Allow me to go with you to the spire, to the nest of depravity, to that haven of pain, anger, and betrayal of my kind. Iliad's voice wavers, like a taut string, and her eyes are veiled with darkness. A very long time ago, an old friend once told me, a bird does not know its feathers' worth, and does not know its feathers' worth until it loses the gift of harnessing the wind. I think I understand now. Oh. If what the Harlequin says is true, we will save whomever we can. Tout string, dear Alka. Was it misspelled? Oh, I see. I see what you're talking about, yeah. Iliette shudders as if she cannot believe your words, and her expression shifts subtly. I am grateful. Aww. It was, yeah. I find myself wondering if a single Farseer, gazing at the hazy visions of things yet to come, ever glimpsed a future where the key to their salvation stemmed from the duo of a Monkey and an outcast. Come along. Let us tear the Farseer's lives from the clutches of my insatiable cousins. Nocturne of Oblivion. The horn mask tilts as the Harlequin observes the Monkey and the outcast's conversation with interest, but it does not make a sound. What was he doing here? Wait, why can I still ask this question? The executioner lost interest. Blythe. Gift to empty bellies. He let the rabble tear it into scraps. And tooth and claw they fought to claim a share, with everyone extolling his largesse. That was stupid. How is all this connected to my escape? Go up the fucking spire is how. Please bring my comrades who previously served the commissar from the chasm. The merchant wishes them another fate, a sudden turnabout. I'm curious. What path ought they to take? All ears am I. Although the Harlequin's mournful mask is absolutely still, you cannot shake the feeling a nasty grin lurks behind it. This is a game. A test. You must choose your words carefully. Form a TV script translator for voice actors. I can't turn it off. That's fair. Be careful, Ellen Tuck. Arabinian weigh each word with meticulous pedantry. If you do not take care, you will receive what you want, only turned inside out, like the fabric of the void without any stars. Several encounters with the Harlequin have been enough to teach you that everything that is happening is merely one grand show or dance for him. It is pointless to converse with him like a typical Xenos. He is a director, playwright, and actor all in one. All that interests him is that the performance comes off successfully. They are like me, simply actors. The show is not yet ended, which means their place is on stage, with me. What is a stage when actors do not tread? Naught but a pile of pointless wood, that's what. Before the culmination thunders past, your friends will find a part to play. Fear not. Your words I've heard, my merchant vagabond. Okay, buddy. Thank you for helping me. The time has come to end the performance. Better to be a dead monkey than a living donkey. Thought of today. Fuck it, eh? Saying nothing, the Harlequin vanishes in a blue shimmer of air. The horn mask disappears last, with vicious laughter drifting out from beneath it. Okay. Bye! I'll miss you. I do like Nocturne. Of all the characters that have every reason to show up in Dark Heresy, Nocturne's a really good bet.
Let us not dawdle.
Genuinely. He also occupies this, like, niche of, like, you know, the trickster character, which would be in line with what we got in Pathfinder Kingmaker, where it's the gnome that shows up in both Pathfinder games, across both Owlcat Pathfinder games, I mean, specifically. So, maybe? He is always alive, I think, in every single end state as well. So, regardless of whether Dark Heresy is a prequel or a sequel, he should be alive. Well, the text says, vicious laughter emitting from underneath the mask. What the text actually means... Wait. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna put a little save here, because this is about to be a bitch of a fight. Now, we're going to do something I haven't done in a very long time, which is we're gonna try to do this fight... well, not this fight. When we get to the top of the spire, I believe. Yeah, top of the spire. When we get to the top of the spire, I'm gonna try to do that fight in unfair mode. We'll see how that goes. It's been a while, though. I'll be right back. Okay. I always imagine Nocturne laughing like Papyrus. Oh my god. That's brilliant. Okay. You'll excuse me now. I have to open the fucking spreadsheets again. Oh, for fuck. This is what I get. At least we saved. At least we saved. Game crashed again. Why is it crashing so much today? Jesus Christ. I got a hop, got a poetry event happening tonight. Sounds fun. It's been a lovely time with you all. Till next time. See ya. Have a lovely time. Oh my god, Warhammer, please. Owlcat. Please. Just this once. Stop. Stop with the bugs and crashes, honey. Just once. There it is. Ah, this is what I get for opening the fucking spreadsheets. I hadn't even opened them. It already crashed. Crashed when I alt-tabbed. Can you save Eklundil first and get his comments on the other Farseers, or what's left of them you encounter? I can try. Speaking of poetry, the first time I heard someone mention Poetry Slam, I understood Poultry Slam. I was confused as fuck. I'd be confused either way if I didn't know already what that meant. Can we go in? Okay. Please tell me I actually saved, and that the save is not corrupted. Please. I tried a year and a half ago, it didn't work. All Farseers auto died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he's meant to be the last one you pick up, but I can try. Okay. Let's just level up, and then we'll deal with the rest. Where was I? Where's my noble, 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 highborn noble. Bum, 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 bum. Eager subordinates and adjusting front line. There we go. Because I wasn't dealing enough damage. Let's fucking go. Adjusting front line. That's gonna be funny because there are almost always more enemies than allies in my frontline area because my frontline area exclusively is occupied by Marazhai and that's it. I heard that Dark Heresy is basically a prequel and therefore it will feature Nocturne of Oblivion's father, Nocturne of Morrowind. God fucking bless you, Timo. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God, bro. Earliat. Extermination. What was extermination? I should... I know who to put that on. Pierce the armor. Pierce. I'm guessing it just gives you more... Yep. Armor pen, basically. And then this boy. Where's Eogun? Eogun. There it is. Degraded defense and high voltage. Okay. Oh, delightful. Do you know Nocturne's favorite Harry Potter location? No. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't want to know. I ain't reading. I value my sanity. Extermination. I feel like extermination is just gonna be given to everyone. To be fair, it is really good. Flay the bold. Flay the bold. Flay the bold. Flay the bold. Wait, what? Isn't Flay the bold, Don't I already have that? Hold up. Did I fuck up again? No, it is here. Call the bold. Oh, I was thinking of Call the bold. Additionally removes target's difficulty to... Okay. And the game will end with a bay for the next 40k game with Nocturne of Skyrim saying, "Hey, you're finally awake." Oh my fucking god. Drakari or Thalmor? God bless you. Ulfar. Ulfar. There he is. Degraded defense. Same stuff. It's the other contempt for the weak. Rude. Contempt. Ah. Me being blind again. Marazhai. Lethal threat. Enemies hit by the character with a melee attack was missing. Another one? Priority target. Disgusting. I love it. Perfect opening. Nice. Okay. Did I grab anything new? I mean, anything new that I want and care about? Not yet. Okay. Gonna meet a couple of friends. Okie dokie. Have fun, team out. Now, game, please don't break again. Please.
Centuries of service and practice.
Oh, hi, Kibdillos.
I always have a backup plan.
Was that supposed to be a challenge?
Brother, ew.
It wargled, or
You see a number of
trap?
containers of some sort. What do I have here? Armor of Despair. Sounds delightful. Nothing useful at the moment.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, right, these one. Two pilots are already disarmed and under guard by your companions. They give you a haunted look as you approach, but do not dare say anything. You take a glance at the Xenos boat. Sure, its design and certain parts appear bizarre, but you can still guess their purpose. You could probably steer it. I love the audacity of my fucking character. Looks at a boat, looks at like a machine, a transportation device she's literally never fucking clapped eyes on, and goes, I could fucking steer that. Yeah, I could. Totally. I swear to God, if you choose to steer it, it should be an automatic game over. You should crash just hilariously. I can steer a gondola, Elentak. We do not need these pilots. Yeah, but it's funnier. I need to get to the top of the rooms. You are in the presence of Rogue Trader Von Valens. You will be granted the privilege of ferrying me to the apex of the spire of the Ringing Tempest. Fucking hilarious. Wait, should Marazhai also say that he can do it? Well, he doesn't have to say it. We know he can. Anyway, let the non-entities run away. Marazhai, take us where we need to go. Actually, we should probably kill them first. Sorry. I just wanted to loot them, that's all. Ah, that was not worth it, bro. Not necessarily if you RP as a crime lord who was deep in Xeno Heresy before the game events. Fair enough, but I'm not a crime lord. My character's a noble. We could roleplay as a noble who had some weird fucking toys as a kid, you know? She had access to some weird shit. Oh, we're gonna have the little... Oh, here we go. Hey guys. Hi. Eogan, why are you so fucking slow? Okay. The gargantuan spire is too large to see in its entirety. Its true proportions are shrouded in shadows, and you feel as if those shadows try to envelop and swallow you whenever you look away. I smell blood in the air, blood that is about to be spilt. I hear the echo of clashing swords and the terrified screams of Xenos writhing under our heel. All Father, what a marvelous feast you have prepared for me. The spire of the Reaving Tempest, the seat of my cabal. Both a place to find respite from the scheming of our enemies, and a deadly trap for those too weak and soft for our ranks. The heart of the spire contains a secret, an ancient webway gate that has remained sealed for many, many eons. Rimerus kept it in case Vect's noose happened to tighten around the Cabal's neck. No one save for her and a certain other Cabalite knows where exactly in real space the gate leads. A perfect escape route. And I can open it for you. How do you know? Trust. How unreliable. No, I simply abducted and tortured the Cabalite who was privy to this secret. There's even a chance the Rimerus believed the story about the pathetic weakling running off. Unlikely. It's settled then. Let's get out of this hole. Eogan is slow because he's a chunky boy. That doesn't matter. He's literally floating, bro. Peepaw is trying. Peepaw is floating! You cannot wait to leave Kimura. And I cannot wait to pay my sister a visit. Rest assured, she is somewhere nearby. To be precise, it's not that I want to leave Kimura. It's that I don't really have access to all the amenities of a rogue trader while in Kimura. If I did, I'd stay. I think it's a great place for vacation. Whomst the fuck is calling me right now? 1 second. Oh, that might actually be good news. There's a chance that I'll be getting the final piece of my PC today after all, instead of Monday, so I might have a brand new fucking PC to stream with. Tomorrow. Nice. Pretty fucking neat. Anyway, I think that's everyone. I love to live in the spire. There's no need to hang blackout curtains here because it's already dark as fuck. 25 stream streak. God damn, Kibdillos. 25 is a lucky number. It sure is. I have a desire. Before we leave the spire, there is something I want to pick up. Something memorable. I left it in the Cabal's abode. I do not want it to fall into the hands of others when carrion eaters and looters flood the spire after we're gone. There could be something in it for you. Little shit. Fine. Just point out where this property of yours is. Of course. First, we need to find my raider, most likely at the end of the dock outside the spire. Let's go to the end of this terrace before we enter the spire. Ellen talk. Iliette touches the glowing stone in her chest and turns her aching gaze to the spire. My kin from Kruderok are still there. I can sense it. As I can sense the flames of their souls inexorably going out. Oh, I did actually say that correctly. Inexorably going out. And it's okay. Fury and fear are devouring me from the inside out, and I do not know what frightens me more. The grim answers that hide behind the spire's walls or the scars that my heart will bear once I discover them. Yet I must learn the truth about my world. Perhaps this is the day the outcast finds her path again. Well, not quite. But later. Roughly around the end of the game. Yep. Come along. You speak the truth, Elentok. Let us be on our way. We will tear their lives from the clutches of my insatiable cousins. I find myself wondering if a single Farseer gazing— oh, right. There's a— yeah. There is that. So the webway gate, for it to open before you and you would require help from one of our kind. I could try to open the gate, but to do that I would need a certain construct or resonance device. The masters of this place must keep it close at hand. If you wish for me to use my knowledge and open a path out of Camorra for us, find this item. Without it, I am powerless to make the webway allow us entry into its labyrinths. I'll find a way to them. Marazhai, what should we expect? Cabalites, witches, incubi, and a Rimmeress's side. He pauses for a moment, an expression of concern flashing across his pale features. That is all. Concern? The Spire of the Reaving Tempest welcomes you with muffled noises seeping from its dark walls, distant voices, footsteps, and screams of pain. Sounds like people are having a great time in there.
Always keep your eye on the
Can't wait to join
prize.
them. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Apologies. And there it is, at the door. Yep, it was exactly what I thought it was. We have a PC now. Nice. It is a pity that we were not allowed to inspect the entire spire. I would be curious to see more mundane side of Cabalites. Rob a couple of other people's bedrooms. So true. I would love to see more of Camorra. The chapter was too short. There is so much to see, so much to do.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Grovel.
Keep your wits about you.
Vast towers of Camorra spring up out of the darkness, surrounding the spire at insane angles, violating all the laws of physics and perspective.
I can cut your eyelids for you to see better.
Thank you, honey. Marazhai lightly leaps from the edge of the platform into the raider and begins inspecting it from the inside. 1 second. Zoom. We are so back. Okay. You hear clicking and hissing as the Drukhari opens and closes various hidden caches in the Skycraft's hull, accompanied by muttered Xenos cursing. After a minute, Marazhai bolts upright and freezes, clearly wrestling with his own irritation. A moment later, he cranes his neck to look down into the abyss beneath his feet. Come here, Domina. Take a look at this view. I will fall for this every time. Sure. A strange suggestion. Why would I want to do that? He gives you an enigmatic look, a smile slowly creeping across his face. Komora is the greatest thing ever created by an intelligent race. Surely you wish to see it as it is meant to be seen, to behold it in all its magnificent detail. Sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong? The chasm yawns endlessly below, the cyclopean spires of Komora piercing upward out of the gloom. The details of these vast structures are hidden by the hazy gloaming, the many lights on the spire's terraces, which resemble marsh gas, are all that bring color to this bleak and awe-inspiring vista. The towering height takes your breath away, and you almost swoon, and then a gentle shove at your back makes you lose your balance. The moment stretches into an eternity. Your firm footing is swept out from under you. Your heart stops beating entirely. The chasm below seems to rush up towards you, ready to swallow you whole. And then, clawed fingers close around your wrist, halting your fall, but holding you suspended over the abyss. Marazhai's laughter rings with dark delight when he finally tugs you back into the raider. Terror! Unbridled, exquisite terror. Far more bite to it than the stale and predictable pain of torture victims. That burn in your chest, that tang in your mouth. Can you feel the blood roaring in your veins? Your heart battering out a march of triumph. Life becomes more vivid when death can come at any moment. I will continue to remind you of that. Without giving you a chance to respond, Marazhai steps over the side of the raider and returns to the platform. The Tempest's Kabalites have already picked the raider clean. That means that what I seek must be hidden somewhere in the spire. I think it's in the torture chamber. Once inside, we must proceed through the first chambers directly ahead and then turn left. Then left again. Come, I intend to claim what is mine. So I've heard. Now, could you,
Is there money to be made?
Jube. No? No? Okay, well. Fair enough. I'm sure I didn't need to open that or anything. Isn't he fucking delightful? Fucking little shit. There we go. Oh, here we are. It's gonna take a
I always have a backup plan.
You don't have to throw me off a cliff to cause me primal horror, Marazhai. It's enough to push me out of bed in my sleep. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Out, brothers. Take heed.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Is a reward.
The amount of fucks I just don't give about these fucking traps anymore, bro.
Let us not dawdle.
Oh, will you chill?
A temporary setback.
So, Lucius, who is your mysterious interlocutor truly? No need to answer. I simply relish the throb of pain you feel whenever I ask that question.
It is curious that you sense pain that I do not feel. The motive force is flowing smoothly and serenely through my galvanic circuits. Perhaps you are seeing something beyond the reach of my perception, Drukhari.
Interesting. Okay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Is that all you got?
Oh my fucking god. I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
mere pig.
Gods forbid.
Always
I
keep
rest.
your eye on the prize.
Oh, on Fridays. Next
Do I
platforms.
need to
There it
point
is.
it out for you?
Yes. I am ever so blind.
I always get the job done.
There we go. Not an abomination or creature. If I remember correctly, he might even call Marazhai by name in one of the dialogues. I was surprised that he called him Drukhari. Usually they call them other things. None of them very nice.
Thank Russ for my sharp senses.
Is there money to be made?
There it is. Marazhai strides among the mysterious Xenos devices and presses his palm to one of the strange pieces resembling a pedestal. With a hiss, one of its sides suddenly opens like an airlock. The Drukhari begins to examine the contents of the container. The thuds and clangs of objects being moved about ring harshly in the otherwise silent space. Meanwhile, your eyes are involuntarily drawn to the peculiar device that fills the room. Devices. Look around. After the anatomical opera, you have not the slightest doubt about the purpose of the devices around you. You think you've seen some of them before, in the homunculus's laboratory. Others are even more obscure in their design, but the gleaming needles, cutting blades, and tubes and flasks filled with revolting liquids give a clear indication of the horrors they can wreak upon a living body. I do not need to be a farseer to feel the pain permeating this place with my very being. You feel the pain, cousin? Your re-education has clearly already borne fruit. Step closer to the torture devices. As you gaze upon the machine's strange articulations, the tubes that end in sharp-tipped needles, and the instruments of the most bizarre shapes, you begin to have a slight suspicion about what these devices do to their victims. Chemical injections, dismemberment, mental torment. For a moment, your stomach churns at the thought of what it means to be subjected to these tools. The chamber of satiation. A place of reflection and pleasure. This is where racks do their tinkering, working on new captives in anticipation of a hungry Kabalite who will appreciate their artistry. If Travantius' servants were here, I could show you more. For instance, how to skin a monkey without killing it, or how to turn an Eldari into material for a charming trinket that will delight you for the rest of your life. But alas, another time. Your interest pleases me. Here, take this. Consider it a reward for your diligence. Xenoplasm grenades. Hell yeah. The chamber is in the heart of the spire, not far from the webway gate. Perhaps there I will find what my soul so desperately craves. Let us hurry.
Keep your wits about you. I'll brush this off, just as I planned. I've faced worse than this.
Finally.
Messiah, grant me the wisdom
Ah,
to
right. The
receive.
Farseers start here.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
I don't think I can do the other Farseer first. He's not even on this floor, I don't believe. He's in a completely different floor. No, I don't think that's gonna work.
I always keep my options open. What a peculiar thing. That's how it's done.
Put a save here. Yeah, no. Is it not possible to just go further? Yes, but then if you try to come back out... If you try to come back down, yeah, I can see why you said you said that they were dead by the time you came back. I can see why. This was not made to be done in abnormal order.
Let us not dawdle.
Because he's not here, right? I think he's upstairs. No, from everything I know about this game and about this section, I don't think he's meant to survive. They're not meant to survive unless the other one, unless you come here first. I don't think that was a bug from on your end. I think that was just the way that it is. Anyway, Farseer. Oh, here we go. Kaitan. Kaitan, my son. So like the others, a twin face stitched together from parts of several male and female Eldaris turns into unseeing gaze towards you. Jesus fucking Christ. He just stitched a bunch of Farseers together. You have come, my son. Hold the line. Don't let the corruption spread further. I've finished the statue, Master. We are all united in the shadow of the Great Tree, Sister, until Kayla Menshakain claims our hearts. Jesus. Oh, Wisha, Mother of all life, may your blessing protect the children of Asuriana from the abomination of bodily and spiritual torture. What are you? Forgive me, Kaitan. Ever since the founding of our craft world, I took upon myself the duty of caring for Krudarak's children. Yet my own son. Oh, my Kaitan. Why did your path have to take you so far from home? Today, Cain bloodied his hands again, with our blood and others. You must learn to accept your fears, to tame your anger. Leonardo, my love, I dedicate my last statue to you. Don't cry. My path of the sculptor may be at its end, but I have a different path ahead of me. Will you walk it with me? Today we mourn those we've lost, our sons and daughters and brothers and sisters and parents and lovers whose souls the wind took. I doubt they can hear you. The homunculus' experiments have twisted more than their bodies. Their minds and souls have been remolded into something wrong. All of this is wrong. It must not be. Twin-faced dissected thorax. You notice the faint gleam of steel strips soldered into the creature's neck, hands, and shins. The strange energy they emit reminds you of the technology behind the psi shackles used to restrain psychers in Imperium. Yep. You incise the skin in a few places where pulsating metal is joined to disfigure the bone. To the disfigured bone. The creature seems to be ignorant of the pain. However, once the shackles pressing down on the flesh of its hands fall away, a long, many-voiced moan comes from the Farseer's throat. The temperature in the room drops sharply. A sudden cloud of vapor escapes your mouth. Wait, Alantak. Farseers have a great gift that protects our craft worlds from danger. But should they lose their self-control, that same gift can become a curse for those around them. These unfortunate souls can hardly be said to be at peace. Sadness rends my heart when I realize that the homunculus has done to my brothers and sisters, but these are not shackles we ought to remove. Farseer explosion. Okay. Let's not do that then. Interesting. If you're a psyker, you can do some cool shit. We need to grab the homunculus research before we talk to these fuckers. I'd almost forgotten about that. I need to go and find that fucking thing. Was it? Let me think. Here? Yep, there they are. Hearts of the Three Eldari. Should be this one, I believe.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I'm on key there's to speak to a Farseer. It hurts. Kill us, please. Daughter of a Surian who has walked the path of the outcast. Mercy, grant us mercy. I came here hoping to find answers to my questions. But what do I see? Only the pain and suffering of those I failed to save. Those I abandoned when they needed me. Oh boy. You'd be dead now. You cannot know that. No one can. What am I to do with them, Elantak? Why didn't I have the conversation thingy? Wrong research notes, maybe? I've been here.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I haven't gone down here yet. Hold up. Is there
My
anything
success was inevitable.
Thanks, hun. Nothing.
I always have a backup plan.
I can keep going.
Can't
up.
hide from me.
Thanks, honey.
I always
I don't think
get the
there's
job
anything
done.
up here, though. Not yet.
The machine god was benevolent to me.
Reassemble apparently while still alive. Delightful. Figured. The usual. I don't think there's any research here.
I always keep my options
Such
open.
is my observance.
Yeah, I know.
Just as I planned.
I have to go back. Okay. That one's there. That one's there. There should be more things to loot that I can read.
Let us not dawdle.
Nuncius solved this conundrum.
This is a different one. Oh. Shit. Fuck. Okay. Okay, Morak, what a strange feeling. Kilamentia King, take my heart. Yeah. Quiet. Please stop. Stop torturing my mind. I will not let you become another spirit of the wind. Not for the light of a million stars. Just let me explain myself. What is going on? Okay.